Maglo de Ajibo, Nundo, Mumwe Penyo, Mino, and Jajika. I don't feel me now, big glad, Chelly, Umaba Matobai, Monbomo, Bamwa Penyo, Chiza. Jay bode aike Siamanyo Ado yada sione Yada sione Yada sione Natanyo ino Natanyo ke pai mona Amwa Amwa Nathaniel Sled Doba Who yo gladio as your dio a bon message Adoboy Mama Bayo Yata Talo Sled Mama was a no Abana Talo Sled Doba We must walk like as your dio Abana Dano Sled Doba We must walk like you as your dio Oh So Jadova no mai Jadova Jadova na mingi dajo Amo ayo preventivo Amo ayo preventivo
Never gonna be
Marina G. Doba Florence M. Doba How's a medio? Su Lord,
stop this on here and get it on here and bring on my guest on here and put that picture away remind you of 1980 something Samuel Kyan Doe. That's a green beret. And the gumo and you get blue berry then like blue and the woman king with green berry. the go get going with green berry. It's straight from England. The green berry who got who the pie in there catch people who clone you know more who Zandio. Yeah, who got and grab babu green berry there all over the place. How you doing?
I'm okay, friends. There will be a little noise from my background because I'm at the airport.
Oh, you're going to the funeral in Zwedru?
Yes,
All right, all right, all right. That's good.
it's been a while. How you doing, CEO? You
Good,
that man, your co-host. You
good,
don't
good.
check on your
You
co-host.
people doing a lot of great jobs. I see you be reporting all around the place. So,
Yes.
how's everything?
Well, so far so good. I mean the whole thing that just started since the death of Madame Doe, there was so far rest. It has just been too much. It has just been way too much, and a lot is coming up. But
Mm,
CEO, I think we need to come on air tomorrow because when I watch the mommy speaking on spoon, there was a lot that was said, and I'm interested. One of the bad guys from Greenville County, she called his name, which I'm not gonna get into his name. So yes, so tomorrow will be your day tomorrow.
she
Yes,
said a lot of things, a lot of things.
yes, a lot.
And after she did that, we spoke.
Mhm.
And she said, Prince is like a relief. Now
Of
I can go,
course,
now I can go
of
bury my
course,
mom in
of
peace.
course, of course,
Yeah, she said I can
of
now go and
course.
bury the old man in peace. But there's
Yes,
a lot of things that were taken off the heart, and
yes.
sometimes it's necessary to speak out.
It's necessary to speak
And
up.
even some people cry, some people speak, some people even sing, crying, sinking. That's the way they express
Different
themselves.
ways of grieving. Different
But
way of grieving.
she spoke it out, she took it out, and she says she's okay now to go lay her mom to rest. And this is the interview with Spoon
Let
Talk.
me listen to your. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but let me just listen to a part. I will take my time to listen to it again.
And listen to us, Spoon.
Let me do want to talk to me. I'm here, and I wish him well also. Thank you very much. It's
No,
good having you, man.
thank you so much. Also, I just want to say thank you to all the Liberians. Everyone is invited. Um, Honestly, that the love from my mom's passing, it was just bittersweet because she didn't know she was loved and appreciated from that level. So that's the only painful thing. But the fact that, I mean, so many congratulations, I mean, condolences that was sent, people reaching out to me from her passing, over 5 or 6,000 in my inbox. I haven't been able to go through all of them. It was just, it was just heartwarming considering how much, her life was just tough for no reason. So I just really want to say thank you. Again, we have, apart from Zoltano, we have no grievances. You don't think, I mean, the fact that I've expressed it, I'm okay. I have no enemies that I like to keep, apart from Zoe, of course. Um, but no, everything is over. Everything is fine. I just want to bury her in peace. I've said her, I've spoken for her, and I'm happy the audience have heard her because she just wanted her voice to be heard, which wasn't before. And also, I want to say thank you to Prince Alba because I'm telling you, he took that chance to record her. And that day she was sick, man. She was really, really sick. Her fire, her body was hot, it was burning. You could feel the touch. She was burning up, but she said, no, I have to go on record, because I don't know if when I'm going to be able to, I have to go on record. And he was gracious, and he is so gracious, and he is just awesome. And please, y'all people, y'all stop threatening the guy. It's not necessary. Everyone threatened him from every side. What's the point? He's a fantastic journalist. And Prince, I adore you and I thank you so much. And I thank the GGA. They're coming together. I thank all of them. They've just been doing an amazing job. So
Thank you very much. Again, it's always good talking to you.
She thanked a lot of people. She thanked GGAA. She thanked Print Double. She thanked a lot of people who are there on those that have been calling her, and she didn't get a chance to respond to them. A lot of text messages in there, and I've been through that. It was like she's going through a tough moment, and I think she's expressing it out. And when she was leaving the studio, she was in a spoon. She was leaving the studio to go, and she called me, and she said, "Look, I got it off my mind. I'm certified now. I can go a little woman to rest."
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm. And people like me, if something on my chest and I don't let it out, I will never know peace. People are different. So when you have something on your chest and you don't let it out, it suppresses you, it makes you uncomfortable. So I'm glad she let it out. But tomorrow I'm arriving at my other destination by 12 a.m.
Your other
And
destination.
yes,
How
I got
many?
so many destinations. So many destinations. When mafia going, so when they don't make announcement, any announcement will make on like your population, but the real announcement will confuse them. So yes, actually, friends, I think we need to come back on air. I will be on air with you tomorrow, and um, we need to talk about some stuff.
Yeah.
We touched those things 2020, 2020, 5 December. We talked about these things there, and there was a chaos again in the community. We talk about these things. Now it has been talked about again, and some people are getting in their feelings, you know. So we're gonna research these things again
Mhm. I
tomorrow
don't
on
care
your
if people
show.
go in their feelings that somebody expressed themselves when they were living. And their daughter, they don't even know what the lady and her daughter talked about. And she just maybe
Mhm.
and it was her mom talking, people trying to make it out of politics and do this and
Politics. No, you don't do that.
oh
She's
my oh,
online with
oh man died, now all the gifts I took.
no, no,
And now all the gifts I
mm-mm,
took.
no.
Some people came there,
She's
I
not
didn't feel comfortable operating with them.
right.
I'm going on TV to go talk to them. I mean,
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
that's the way of expressing. Some people want to be keeping it to themselves. Some people want to put it out so they can feel free.
I saw a post, Frank. I would love for you to send it to you. This person said, "Enough is enough." I'm gonna just start with enough is enough. And I was on the plane and I keep reading post, Facebook post. So I said, "Oh no, the heat is on. The heat is on."
Yeah, it's
So
on.
more, the heat is on greatly.
It's on. It's
So
not easy right now in the Republic of Liberia. There are a lot of things going on. The heat is on. The heat is on. Nancy Doe, I mean, she put out heat. The heat is not easy. Things are not very very easy right now in the
no,
Republic of Liberia. Right now, it's
yes,
just. What I'm talking about, people should know what I'm talking about.
the heat is on.
To have
It's
Nancy
no kidding.
Doe making we are and other people uncomfortable, even making Joseph Boyka uncomfortable that he had to even rush there. And she talked a lot of nice things about Joseph Newman Boyka. That she was angry that when she was calling and they called and they couldn't answer. But when the old man went there, he talked like a father to her. And she said she just let it go.
Yes. See, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. I haven't been on the show for a little while now. So was Judge Ria wrong in your understanding for the condolence message?
So we are went on the mat to go tell people sorry.
No, not before, prior to that. The condolence message is sent out before going on the mat.
But it left again. He sent out the first one. After we went on him, he retreated it and sent out another one. How can my mom and myself moving around from hospital to hospital, you have the means to help out because her money was stolen by the government. And we all know government is continuity. You to help her, you didn't help her. She dies. And then the next 24 hours, you are out on the scene. Oh, I'm sorry. And she said, no, you're being a hypocrite. You need to stop. Keep your sorry to yourself. That's Samuel Canyon Doe you seen there.
I don't think she was wrong for saying that.
Samuel Canyon Doe you seen that girl with her beret. She's a military woman.
I salute her, she's a lioness. And now, what's the differences of Joseph Boakai did not even put a statement of condolence up for this woman's mother? He's a
No, but
president though.
the government put out a statement.
After how many days?
But they put out a statement. You just said
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. After how many days?
she received a call the next day from Grisby. Grisby works directly in the president of Sylvester Grisby. He called her to confirm if what the news is hearing all around town and on Facebook, if the news is okay. And they confirmed the news. And Boaga placed a call to Jian Doe. They felt that Mami was tough to deal with, so they wanted to talk to Jian. And when they called Jian,
Mommy is a lioness.
yeah, Jian referred them to his sister. Anytime they call him, he said, yeah, call my sister.
Great
So
job.
when Boaga called Jian and they talked, he referred to Mami. So all these government officials had no choice but to work with Mami.
To deal with mommy.
Yeah.
I salute her.
But when
Like
they
I
called
said,
this, Mami, Jian said, Jian Doe is a guy. He's the man traditionally. He will work out, but he's not feeling well. So everything,
yes,
call my sister.
that's how, I love that. I love that. I love that, and I pray that they continue with it. But CEO, I'm gonna have to let you go.
All right.
Tomorrow we gotta be on the show. My flight is about to depart.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah.
So that's what it did. That Mami was kind of a complicated woman. She's tough. She's a tough woman though. For what she's doing to do that, I mean, the mere fact that people say, "Oh, why?" They, especially the Grand Jury Association of Women in Liberia, people saying why she refused to give, why she refused to give and receive this and that. If my mom was living and she said one of my friends or somebody did these evil things to her, that she can cry. She can literally cry. She called 5, 6 other people's names. She did not cry. But when she called my mom, this other person name, that she can cry. I'm not taking calls right now. If you want to come, I can send you the link. But I'm using the phone to do something. I'm using the phone to monitor, and I'm going to monitor in the next 30 minutes before I can take calls. So I'm not taking calls now. Please. And when she passed, after she said these things on OKFM, Clarence Jackson, 2023, then she came on the Prince Double Show, 2024, and made all these claims. And some people say, oh, you didn't hear from We Are Sir. We Are was the one who was supposed to what? Come and clear his side. Yes. We Are was the one who was supposed to clear his side. And she said all these things. Was it even necessary to go on the mat to say what he said on the mat? Most of the things he said on the mat, was it necessary for he to say, if you want to come, just say I will send a link. Anthony Gay, let me send a link. If you want to speak to them, please ask for the link. I am not taking calls. I'm only giving links. If you're afraid or for your face to be shown here tonight, you're on your own. But here, we're not afraid of nobody's face being shown here. Yeah. They are making Muppet in now. Another one, Jenna Bajuru, another crown woman attacking another crown woman. It's just a complicated thing in the community. But that's it. But if you want to come on the show, you ask for the link, I'll give you the link. That's links. If you're not somewhere, go call your camera on and talk for your 30 minutes and go. Yeah. So she said it. And she said she was right speaking, but the old man left her voice behind. You go to OKFM, it's there. You come on here, it's there. These are things she said. She made some allegations, and her daughter just repeated those allegations. Everything she said. So for other crown folks to have feelings and think that Mommy Do got no authority to say who goes to her mom's mat or not. And there's some people living in zombie land. They live in zombie land. Because there is no way. Who knows? People conflict. You and not friendly on the thing. Why you? Let me see. You whole day you get different thing name and Facebook limit people and stuff this time when it reach a certain level. So start changing the thing. I think I'm gonna go in the thing and delete all the old thing and where you have. Every time you forget your password, you go have another Facebook. Is that what you're doing around here? So that's what she said tonight on Spoon. And she's feel okay. Some people not okay with it. It is their legal right not to be okay with it. But it's also her legal right to be okay with it. So comfort wisely because some of us don't believe in the truth. But comfort, when the old man was living, everything that girl said, the old man said it. We did not question it. But the old man died. Then he goes on the old man mat. He's standing there and said, dear, but I can't talk. The thing that the people say about me, they're not true. Who's the people that the old man brought the thing in also and said about you? You and the old man. You and the old man, you're the one that did the talking. And then you want to think that people are stupid bunch of group of people? No. The old man is dead now. I sent a link to you. You're not seeing the link in your thing? Hello?
I requested a link.
I did send the link to you.
Which page?
The page you're using here.
Okay, let me try again.
Conflict Dian. I said maybe you get 3 or 8.
You can't see it.
Okay, then go to print double and just say hi.
Okay. I just sent you a message.
Yeah. So someone go and say the way they are feeling. And people of Liberia want to think for the person. I don't understand it. There was certain thing when I went down last year to bury my old man. The traditional people then came. Some of them said the old man was in our country. She was sick before we brought her here. And she spent 10 years here and she said she wanted to go back. Some of the people didn't even go visit her. She spent 1 week, almost 2 weeks in JFK before we flew her out of the country and brought her here. None of these people then who claim now to be traditional people, they didn't even go. They didn't even know she was sick. By the end, when she died, other than came, they say they want to do this, they want to do that. I told them, I said, look, we came here to visit, to bury the old man here. This is your tradition thing here. Sometimes you gotta hold on to it. Some of us don't even used to those things. Some of you're coming here, you're doing your first chance for all to see you. Some of them we knew them before the war, but you're in the war, you're coming here almost 30 years, and you want to show or power here, you don't work here with me. And at a certain point, they call me in the back. They say, well, man, you are in the army. I said, no, I'm not army man. But there are certain things that we need to do here, and it has to be done. We have to do this. We have to do this. We were calling the shot. And they understood it. One of the papa then, George started, because that's my mom or little uncle there. You understood the thing. He said, we understand it, Prince. There are a lot of things on your head. You're going through some stuff, but we have to work with you to get this thing. At the end, when the old man did it, and they say the old man, I bribed the old, they say I bribed the old man, I gave the old man money and all that kind of thing. I say, that young not been there. You just say what you want to say. Yeah. How you bribe the old man now? The old man not talking. Conflict, the link is right there. I send a link again. I send a link. So there are things that when you have to do some things, you got to do it. The girl felt offended when we were talking, and she said it, that she told Isaac that these gifts, we don't want it again. That to return these gifts. And he said you were going to take care of it. And then she went there, and it was not taken care of. And she She took care of it. There are certain things you don't accept, especially someone who will give you something on a funny day. After a few years, they start to talk about it and how they help you and this, that. Look, there is no way that girl, all of you who talking here, cussing her, mommy rude. If that was your mom who was sick, who government knew that they owe her after they went through the court process. And the court said pay the woman her money, and the man deliberately refused to give the Joya refused, according to the government lawyer. He said we contacted WIA and we told the government, who the head of the government is WIA. Look, settle with this lady here, negotiate with this lady to say give her 18 million. We don't have that money, but I did give her 1 to 2 million and give the woman her money. And you, George, you refuse. The woman told her boss said to go see you. 8 to 9 hours she's sitting in a place waiting for you. Who man will go see somebody and sit there for 8 to 9 hours? And you're sitting there, you're talking out of your mouth, and when you go sleep, you know that what happened was wrong, but they shouldn't say it. No. I watched a show today, and Joe or that girl who called said Costa Princess. She said the thing they did on Johnson's mouth, all these hate, Joseph Boaga and King, they won't open war crime code, the thing led to Johnson's death and the man funeral, and they are all there. She said when Johnson had a child like Mammy Doe, a lot of things were not going to be said there that day. All of them came out, they won't speak on the funeral, and they were speaking there with a wide mouths, speaking. So Mammy did what she felt was right for her family. Nobody in the people family, they in their own family, they felt that she said her sister and brother then gave her they go ahead to say what she said, until her brothers and sister can say no, we did not give you the authority that one in the legal honor. But at this point now, it is your go upstairs. Go. It is the responsibility of the Liberian people to accept and then move on. The woman, after she spoke, she said she spoke to them spoon with Stanton. The whole world listened to the interview. She said, Prince, I am fine now. I am relieved. I know my mom will be okay. Let me go and bury her. Well, my old man was about almost 78 years when she died. She said we shouldn't wear blacks, we should celebrate. So when I got there for all the mountain thing, the poor man saw me crying and did that. So when they want hug and say, oh my, we can't hear the woman say, your own sister, she talked to you. She even told some of you that she want her to be celebrated. That while we're not wearing blacks, we're going to wear or white or purple and move on. She won't also wear those things and celebrate her. She enjoy her life. You know what I mean? Your children took you from this heat, took you to America, you're dead 10 to 12 years before you come home and relax and you start dying in your own crib. So I mean, not a lot of Liberian or even some like old people went through what she went through. So she must be celebrated. So people will not come to the play and be wearing blue and black and all what the play. No. So the woman and her mom, the woman talked about Zoe. I see some of the family having feelings. Some Bowo people having feelings. The nursing gave right then. You die nursing. Then your wife that you left behind. She and your brother, they're fighting over document. They know, and your brother, they know very well that your wife they know that you left children with your wife. And the children moving up and down. And when the woman died, and then your family want to come and preside over her body, someone you hated, someone who you didn't even have good rapport from court to court, to brother and suing the old man. Let's not talk it out here. You think we're going to keep eating and die with those nonsense? They sued the woman. They went to court and go on Facebook. Those who are attacking Mammy are people from the same two zones, the Bowo Clan people. They are attacking her. Why is she speaking of her? So y'all want to tell me when your band and suffer with y'all, you think Nigerian people in Lagos where they can come when the man died, they put all the family outside, and they put all the family outside. The woman get children, the woman not get children. They put the shit all of the people outside and take all the poor property and the woman. What are the children go out there and eat? Some of those things in the movie are real thing they do over there. So we're not going to sit here and be talking like we're stupid people. We are in the midst of the whole damn thing. I spoke to the old man. There are certain things like today. You heard mommy. I said it before. Passport issue. They took the woman diplomatic passport and share the people. She told before the interview. I called me and spoke before they would come on. There were a lot of things she couldn't say. But we are. And Kim Yahoo call was the one who took the woman passport 2021 when they took power. After Erin did it to the woman, they came and they did it to the woman. The woman have to be flying on ordinary passport. Former First Lady of the Republic of Liberia. She even said the people didn't even recognize she was First Lady. Her daughter said it to them. Erin said the woman are First Lady. That old lady now who turning old and wrapping up in like a little chicken. And then you expect her to sit down. Look, the microphone will be used. We have the authority and the ability to purchase and open our own radio station to air our view outside to the world. The interview I did with a woman went everywhere in the world, and that's what we're going to do. It's not like before where they will say, only the 1 year will be allowed to use it. No, hell no. She my food that I can go to Amazon, order as much as microphone, order transmitter, and do a payment plan. And bunch it out. That's how we got a radio station. And that's how we got microphone all over the place. And it will be air. You think that before? Conflare, the link is, you don't see the link?
I saw the link, but my phone not working with it.
Oh, then there's nothing I can do, man.
Yeah, out of town.
You out of town? Yeah, okay, you wanted to say something?
Children laptop.
Okay, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something, but anyway, you were on a topic with Ellen and calling her that old black woman. That one that was hero.
Now you're a hero, but right now we're not talking about Ellen. Okay?
You know,
the thing is about Nancy Doe now. It's not about your hero. When your hero die, we'll talk about your hero. Yeah?
Oh, you're not understanding me. Ellen is not the hero to me. I'm just trying to say
the Bobo people fought the woman. Yvonne Vlay, whether you like it, we have to say it. We are the one that will be the voice of the voiceless.
Listen,
do you know how many times you sued a woman in our place? In Liberia? You and Nancy Doe never went to court? You want me to pull the records, the newspapers, and unleash them on the social media? I will do it. I'll be greatly happy to do it. But these are facts. Go up, Canada. These are facts. Is it not facts? They want to call with your brother woman. The man who brought you to permanent. You couldn't even think in life. Conflict here, do all the good thing. One bad thing conflict did when I want to read, I gotta think, oh, that woman was helping me the whole time, even though she screwed up. These are facts. We're not speaking on our heads. These are facts. The woman will croak on her own property by y'all. About my line? She said it here. You want me to play it?
But she even say it said we
she want me to play it? I'm gonna play the woman's voice.
We all know.
I'm gonna play her voice. You think we're crazy people? We don't know. We are older than you. So I saw a lot of things. You saw the coup. I saw the coup. You saw the coup. We're doing over to that 2-3 days later, the pound Jonathan Road. I saw the coup. I saw the road when they were paying Jonathan Road. 1978, 79. I saw it. You think I'm a small boy? You think I'm a little child? We know. I saw Gion Doe. You think one of the first people I know Gion Doe from? Ask for said there. I'm ready Abidjan. Start calling my phone. I'm on my phone. I'm on a show. You want to talk? You call the line. My direct number. Let me put my direct number here. Don't call me on WhatsApp when I'm on the show, please. Call it 952-200-8420. Conflict sorry. But when you can't speak, you got 1 minute, you say your own, you go. So these are all facts. These are not made up stories. I'm not making up stories. And like my brother got his wife and his children, and something happened. This is my brother who made me people to know me, who made people to know Zopenu. When do down and so down do card and the poor kids Zopenu. We got our uncle. And that the man children you will be making plow for property. The property been away or die and leave. And they say, gone. Those houses off the other place she gone. She ain't going to see them again. That different people going to live there now. Trying to put different people. Trying you want to live in like bro. So they're going to put different people in the horses to live there. But what is wrong must be you are a married woman. When your husband people treating you like that one, yeah, but will speak against it. Something happened when it must say it. If you ain't say these things, you ain't man up to say these things, you'll be here passing around, living in space. It has to be said, man. We must say these things. The woman or children went through a lot of stuff. The people sued the woman. They sue her. She spoke to me. I got documents that they sent me of suing her. I don't want to put some of these papers out here in my WhatsApp. I got a woman voice now in my WhatsApp. Some guy was talking to the woman and they were trying to make her to agree on something. And she said, and that one thing I love about the woman, she insisted, no, you're not happy. So these are facts. Am I making up stories? No. Well, those things be somebody got to say it? Yes. People say, oh, you're not, but I'm a freaking Liberian man, and I'm from that region, and I know what I'm talking about. I'm not a child. You think I'm a kid? How you doing, Mr. Doe, Thomas?
Good evening, Prince. How you doing today?
Yeah.
Thank you for the show. If I'm permitted, I have 1 or 2 cents.
You are permitted. That's why I answer your phone, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Prince, I got different versions of what is going on, and I want to start with first thing. I know I listened to Veronica very well. You know, she says so many things.
Mm-hmm.
I want to begin with, with she and Zoe is a family issue, but I will say this. I'm not a fan of Zoe, but I believe Zoe is not a key player in the whole episode. And let's be honest.
Who the key player?
Good. The reason I said Zoe is not a key player, if Zoe are going to we and said, don't get Nancy, don't benefit, we should know better. Somebody, you went to their house, they go, you eat. They give you money, they give you car, they send everywhere you want to.
That what mean to hold the woman husband papers until she died today? All her horses, all property document.
No, Prince. Let's make the thing clear. Nancy Doe went to court and she won the case through equal court.
I'm talking about you're talking two different things here. You're talking two different things. You talking about the money. We talking about the money now. The woman own daughter. Listen now, I'll give you a chance to speak. The woman own daughter said she can live with it, go on, but for her own family member. Look, that house that Vamuma house and a lot of problems. You know that the old man accused Vonnie Shema of taking one of her property or house. Had that woman had those documents in your hand, in your possession, you think people will be taking your houses?
Good. So then let's do it this way now. Because you are saying that he had all the paperwork. There's a legal process in Liberia because though it's not to spend his cousin. The legal step can be pursued. But I want to speak to the main issue for
wait, me no legal process will be pursued. You legal process. What's wrong with you, my man? Don't count all the kind of thing here, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
You just went arrested. You just got no evidence arrested. Other people and put in jail with foolish and cut out things that people bring capital bidding. You come here and talk something and start talking about no correct evidence here, man.
Okay, Prince, let me speak. Okay, I'm not going to get into family matter that much. But I'm just saying my 1 cent.
But you call to gain family matter?
Thank you. So the issue between Zoe and the Oreggo are the family issues.
Okay.
But on a national stage, it was measured that it was because of Zoe that they don't get the benefit. That's what I'm trying to dismiss that. If Zoe had that power, we actually have thought better. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? Because what happens, we is considered a family to do those funds, do everything that we know. And that's the reason when she didn't follow him, no matter whether we get development, whether we get employment, we still accept it because of that relationship. And that's what I want to speak on. Okay? So you don't pay good for evil. Even for a fact, I know that we were afraid of Senator Johnson and other people to lose political balance or vote in Lima County. That's all.
Insurance or influence. Why was he afraid of Johnson then?
That's what I'm saying. We are had a own motive of not. We are the one. We are shy away from ground people.
You a Bowo man, so
yes, I'm a Bowo.
Why you don't have errors in Bowo? Is that how you guys treat your brother's wives? That's a topic here. That's how you guys ink bubble. I'm a cool number man. If I'm from that family and I see those kind of thing going on with my cousins, my family, people, I will speak out.
Individual differences, and I'm not.
We're talking national issue. The thing have come to national level and say that family thing again.
I want to speak the national issue.
The woman spoke. You know how many people listen to the thing on the national level? You got almost 5-3 million people listen to what the woman said.
They are not from Guabo. I'm 15 million away from Tucson, and one
my man, at the same thing, man. You guys are from the rare region. You're not coming. You're a Guabo people, and you can't. It's Avazaitan, that kind of thing.
You're not going to be sent down to push me where I'm going to go.
I'm from Kunabo. Anything when they both doing dueta, they both anyway, I was saying, I'm going to put me to the Kunabo garden. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, you say Guabo when going out, I will face a problem, but I'm not going to jump into cousins and then nieces or
okay, but at the topic tonight, thank you very much.
What I'm going to tell you is to conclude is that we are sure reciprocated the same goal. We don't pay good for evil.
Okay, we are, but you don't want to talk about your brother who kept a grave, who kept all the woman document, who the woman cried on at the deathbed according to her daughter.
I don't have the facts. I don't have the facts.
But you got the facts on we are?
The father of my widow is I was in the barracks, I was living behind the mansion, and I saw a relationship between them. So yes, I do have the fact. Witness some of those things. We have a 100%. I don't need appointment to see though. So if you not even Joe are going to say, don't give her money. If you have said they won't go for me before I eat from her. They want dating, but husband did them for me. I'll do this. Even if they can't do that, you guys stick with them. They can say to man, this time I can't pay the money, but I will take care of you. On a ground, you can get small thing to.
But what on a ground? When you go to court, when court say get deposit money, then we are going on a grind again. Why is he going on a grind? Why he got to even say on a grind? Is scared of somebody?
Yeah, I felt Prince Johnson, and I said before, I felt Prince Johnson.
Okay.
You know, from him.
So, Joe, we are with a Prince Johnson and get necessary do money. Prince Johnson will get fair. That's why he didn't get necessary money. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Prince.
The man won't blame. He won't blame we are, but you don't want to blame your own family member. Julia Banto, my number here is 952-200-8420. The number is on the screen. When you look, you will see it. 952-200. That is a 8420. That is the number right there. I've been having that number from 2009 from Minnesota. It's a Minnesota number. I don't change number easily. When I leave that number, then I'm relocating to LRB. That's it. So tonight we are not here to count sugar code here. We'll play the latest voice, the interview with Mami Do, talking about her cousin, that Stanton.
And I appreciate their support. But the few that was acting like that, they do not represent.
For the next 24 hours, but I will say this to you. Our first segment, I know you passed 100,000, the internet.
Yeah, that 100,000.
And again, the group coming on, but we have to go. I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry. But the group has to come up to do post analysis. Is there anything else you want us to know? Anything you have not talked about and you'd like to discuss tonight?
Let me just summarize. So the purpose for me coming here is I need to give my mom a voice because, as you know, it was never heard. It was never respected. Everything was stripped away from her because, not for a particular government, but because there was a system someone said along the way, this woman must pay or this woman cannot pass this threshold. And every other person did it, you know. My mother needed to meet with the leader to undo what was done in the system. So it's not an individual person. My family and our only enemy is Zoe Emmanuel Penu. He is wicked to the core. Go and go. I think if people were to go and see the last 3 press releases that my mom did, you would just start to get the picture. And now that she has died, we're trying to bury her. He is still being disruptive. And that is not right, and that is not fair.
So those of the Bowo folks who are angry, those things she's saying, is that me? It's like I'm the messenger. I'm just playing what she said. That the guy is fighting the dead body. What is not? What is how you got doing your culture, in your Bowo culture? You fight your brother's wife to the core, to the teeth. When she dies, you say fight her in her grave or in her morgue, or she ain't buried yet. And someone come here and tell me, oh, pray, doing the, you think I get how people feel or this and that. After that interview, when the woman died, I did that 5 minutes and put it out, and it went to the wall. You know how many people send me text message, threatening, cussing, and this? You think no thing can move me? You guys don't even know. Because when it comes to leching, all I can lech. You lech me, I will let you. If I have in my show, you come on my show, you misbehave, I misbehave on you. You are professional on you. The hard looking. Because if you see me in popular, you want to attack me, I will defend myself. Yeah. So all the threats and the cussing and the nonsense they were saying, I didn't even, I put my post up, you come, you cuss me, I don't feel that, I take it out. I take all your comments. And let me be frank here with you people. Those who are actually Remy Gray, you are not from Grand Jira County. There are 16 sections in Grand Jira County. Some of the Crown people, when they speak, I don't even understand them. 16 sections. And the Kunamba people on that side, the Baba people on that side, the Chien district, the Atiri district, the Bazon district. I don't know why the Bazon program for a better woman that did. I don't know. But they fought the lady. She was fought. Nancy Doe explained it herself that when the war was, she left the country 2 months, the war was harsh. She and Samuel Doe spoke. Doe told her, she explained it on my show. Doe told her that I gave a grape to my sister. I gave my sister a grape with all the documents, everything in the grape. And I instructed her to give you the grape. If Nancy, I'm quoting Nancy Doe, the late Nancy Doe. And when I'll play the recording tomorrow, because I can't go now and cut it and bring it here tonight, but tomorrow. And she said, and she and Doe, the woman, he said, I was even angry. I said, but I just left 3 months ago. Why you didn't give me those papers? She said, he said, my sister will give it to you. The sister he was referring to was Joe Emmanuel Pennu's mother. I'm in a test situation. I gave my grape to my sister, pay her. Go and get a grape to my woman and my children. Pay her to the grape. You know, it's like the biblical story that we've been reading in the Bible where Jacob and Esau, the papa said, come, me bless. And then they all put the sheep thing on them, and then it went there and the papa blessed. I looking. Those say, give it to my wife and my children. According to Nancy Doe, this is not being debunked by Joe Emmanuel Penno yet. So we have to believe it because she's dead now. She said it over a year and 2 months, she died. You have 1 year, 2 months to debunk these things. That I do not have any of my uncle's document. I don't have his grip. And I don't have nothing. My mom didn't give me nothing. The woman said they gave it to Zoe. And Zoe refusing. So she went around to claim her husband's property. You need documents. My father had a house in Garnetville. 2005, 5, 6. The old man went to go clean the house. The people wanted the original tape paper. And luckily, my brother in Minneapolis, glad he had a document, he had a box paper. We had to mail it to DHL to the old man. They want the original document. And Zoe has the documents that according to the family. So some of the Doe family now, they're fighting in-house, taking sides Why the woman was crying now? Your uncle wife was crying, or your son wife was crying that this your uncle or your brother get my document. You ain't told now you won't get it more to come and lash at this. This is becomes now national issue. It enough bow kunembo putu nonsense. We take it. It be there similar again in our hand now. We discuss it. So it was evil for the woman to cry. From 1990, cry. You sue the woman from court to court. The Bower people sue this woman. Akara Grace said it on spoon. Lato, Neto Lato was so Emmanuel Penu lawyer. Sue your uncle's wife. Those things that are unheard of, it happened. And the woman cried, she died. You know, some of my family members then call me, they say, you and they say, those say you know her, you can't leave her business, you get talking. I asked them, I said, who brought you in America? I said, they say, Jobu. I said, Jobu know you when he brought you here. And because of 14 article and Jobu told you and brought you, so they can kill you. So when advocating and talking for Nancy, do that bad thing, that Nancy do that she was not a human being, and somebody born her, and somebody need to talk for her, somebody need to talk for her kids. Maybe they don't want to talk, but someone will talk. So stop telling me to stop talking for Nancy Do. Oh, you're not talking about the thing, and you're talking about we. These are my own grand entity them because it's fair what I call him we are near every day. I said we didn't do the right thing. We are messed it up. We are screwed it up. So we must say it. Oh yeah, this is my platform here. People know me to be CDC. We are from 2016. We've been talking. But when we is about to do the wrong thing, when he goes wrong, we must check him. If we didn't do it, we will continue to think that everything he's doing is right. And that's the nonsense. I can't take one child with a CDC, they took me out of there. Because I'm looking at yellow and those motherfuckers telling me that blue. I said, what the heck you're talking? This is not blue, it's yellow. And they said, oh, no. And they took me out. The time they were having the election, they said we are going to win first round. We're looking at the freaking numbers coming in. The guys still have the mindset in the chat room that we are. I said, what kind of nonsense you're talking so? Who wins first round in the Republic of Liberia with this kind of all these freaking, you got 20 political parties in the team other than taking piece of the pie. So they took me out. They pulled me back again later. I took myself out. You can tell you say out again. I said, no, I don't stay in this kind of thing because I'm a free thinker. When you put me there, I would talk. What's on my mind, I would say. That's the kind. So I won't allow nobody to bully me and walk away. I don't keep things that I want to talk in my head, except maybe that thing when I say will explode and cause chaos and people will die, so I keep it. But I don't want nobody dying when I say something. But this one here, where the lady cried to her death. Common passport. Kimia, who called our Kimia regime. It was under the leadership of Kimia 2021. Kimia was the foreign minister at then. He took the woman passport. It was under his regime. He knew about it. They took her diplomatic passport doing Ellington. They kept it there until we came and they refused to get it and said that I want she told me herself. Me or daughter on the line. So they kept her diplomatic passport all that long. But old man Ellen Sally is flying around with diplomatic passport. George Weah and his wife getting the benefit. On put all the thing there, I said do them with a short sounds thing. They think they can talk more than people because they were privileged through the Southeastern connection. George Weah made them ministers or deputies. They're not qualified the people like us. They sit on the show and they want to insult someone who went through the ordeal, and they say, like, I go through my problem, and you want to take my problem that I went through, you want to say my story to the people. Are you stupid? So that thing was great and smoke weed and talk. The thing that people can talk, we don't need weed to talk. So the lady she said her own. She refused the gifts. Wherever the grandchildren women carry the grandchildren, she refused it. The world know that the whole world know that she refused the gifts. Jawuda will go ahead.
Thank you, Prince. Good evening again. Prince, it was so good like last night on on your show. I remember.
Can you carry your voice up so they can hear you because the thing going through the mic?
Okay, thank you. I said,
yeah.
I said last night on your show, a few other people, including Eric Yala, they told you last night, since if you can reach to mommy, she will fall, or how they call it, media and what have you, until her mother can be buried. They're on Spoon TV, on Spoon Network today. See those information, that she managed to put out today. It was very shocking to admit. Okay, the girl is grieving. She's grieving for the fact that her own first cousin, alright, will do such a thing, to her mom. And what I feel, it was very shocking to admit, Prince. Or Nancy do, traditionally, she's my daughter, all right? And I was in Morovia. All of those things that Manu was saying today, they were all true. I remember vividly when you died, when Zoki from Guinea, for true, he claims a small do property, the zoo right, do open tap card, that white card there, that what the zoo do from, or if you know, Joy Haddad. Okay, he was a president for the Lamani and the Indian, the Lamani community in Morovia, and he was a close, friend, to do. All right. So went to Joy and the day he got that open car from. Okay, he was one of the big board and what a few other these things. And to admit, the only property that the first lady, up to this time, that she fought for and up to this time that she did not take complete control on prior to her death today is the Famuma. All right, the Famuma. Because most of those documents, the property he has those deeds and what have you, so that the woman she could not go, all around to know where they are located. All right, so that's it right there. And now the grandchildren women, I saw, most of them, Abigail Johnson, they put them, they appear on one of the TV show today. Or we don't want to call George Weah, we don't want to see one cow and rest, which now one day let her bring it and blah, they carry to grandchildren. What mommy know is that those things, they should leave from her compounds. Whether they carry to grandchildren, they did not carry to grandchildren, that one, they left with them. All right, and what have you? So they left with us now as grandchildren to see how best after the burial, of the first lady, to see, what step we can take again toward this brother. We all the
So you didn't want to. What was your take on her going to Spoon? You were against her going there or what?
Oh, no. I said I embrace it. I said last night, some of all we said she should not go there. Had it not been that she went there today, we're not going to hear all of this information. After the burial now, nobody will be listening to mommy again and what have you. So we're going to Spoon, on network today to come up with all of these things for almost an hour plus. We will almost, 14 to 15,000 plus, viewer and what have you. So, I embrace it and I applaud, for speaking out her minds today to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bobby Tori, Hillary.
Hey, Prince, how you doing?
We okay here.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to say thank you for allowing me on again. I just wanted to unpack a little bit of mommy presence on the Spoon Network today. I think she put up a brave face, because it's not easy when you lost somebody that's close to you to even go to face multitude of people, especially on that kind of large network. But in the same vein, this is a family field. It's a family feud, so I don't want to dwell deep into it because all we thought, this problem was going to be focused on His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, but then it diverted. It went to Zoe Emmanuel Peno. And I understand
they talk about Weah because there was a lot of topics they talked about.
Yeah, but I think all of a sudden the climax it went out to it started diverting to Mr. Peno. So what I'm trying to say, this is a family feel. So when I approach these kind of issues, I'm kind of cautious. But the only thing that I'm a little bit disappointed in Mommy was that believing these are fetish. That Zoe has the power, some magical power to kill people, or some kind of power in Liberia that he controls every government entity, and that he just has the power that wherever the woman went about to get her benefits, she was blocked along the way. I don't know much about the deals or the suitcase or the luggage that was handed over to Zoe's mom, and what were the contents in that luggage, and that the Zoe was going around. But for Mommy, a well-learned person with two masters at this time, to believe that Zoe has some magical power to kill people. It's just unfortunate. But then again, when somebody is bereaved, sometimes our mind is a little bit, not in the right frame of mind. We can say something, you can say all kinds of things. But I just pray that, I'm hopeful because these are very, very, very close biological relatives. I just pray that she and Zoe, they will find a way to mend the fences. Because with this kind of thing, you don't want to, if it is model, you guys will not find out the truth. To be able to claim your dad's property, especially two prominent people now, Omar Nesse is gone, Samedo, the ex-president is no more around. And if it is true that Zoe has this property, I think they should find a way to speak about it instead of creating the animosity will bring a big divide, and then you guys will not get to the bottom of it. But then again, it's also unfortunate that I think the timing to go on Spawn, I don't think it was, from my view, I don't think it was right. I think when, but anyways, maybe she needed to do this, but I just felt she had all the time to do this. Now the thing has turned, like I said last on the show, instead of mourning my Nancy now, or it's all controversy over the woman while she's still lying with. But maybe that's the best way she thinks she could go about doing it. So I think I hope that Mommy heals soon, and then she will find a way so she and Zoe can talk, because this is your cousin. And if it is true, I don't know. I haven't spoken to Zoe concerning the properties or the late president, or what property is he blocking. But I had the same scenario, because when you are small, Prince, when you are small, right, and you are exposed. When you are small and you are exposed to all kinds of stories from time immemorial, you tend to believe those stories.
So Bobby, I want to ask you, when Nancy Doe said, Bobby, when Nancy Joseph said it on the show, on my show, what she said that her husband, she explained this thing that the girl just saying. She explained that her husband was the one who called her, the person who just can, please put your phone on the back, stop playing the thing in the back, please. Yeah, interfering with the system. And Nancy Doe explain those things. So Mommy just repeating what her mom said. They said, you want me to go? I can't go there. There's a long tip, so I can go back tomorrow and play. She said when Nancy Doe came on this show here, March 10th, 2024, and said her husband called her when she was in, I know, Germany or England, and told her that he gave his sister, which is your mom, his grip. And she told the woman to give it to his wife and his children. And the woman said, but I was just in the place there 2 months ago with you. Why you didn't give it to me? And he said, I didn't know it was going to be intense like this. That's why I gave it to her to give it to you. But I trust my sister, she'll give it to you. So you don't believe Nancy on that one when she said it was while she was alive?
No, I did not say that. Not being,
No, but then why would you say that that when they say something with your child, then when they keep seeing it, then it's getting in your head.
And that is the problem. If you only give somebody chance, then you learn the last content of what you got to say. But when you jump into the mouth,
because what you are saying, Bobby, you can't be living. You say something, then you say because the person played the team, played the team.
What I'm saying, what you are saying is totally different from what I'm about to say. Because when you jump into my mouth and you don't let me clarify, so how will you even understand what I'm saying? So now you're on a different path of what I'm about to say. That's what I say. Take your time, woman. You've been listening. Well, let me end. When I end you, then you have a good conclusion of what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying, what I was trying about to say, let me repeat myself. If you have been exposed to whatever somebody that is close to you keep telling you over and over, whether it is true or not, you after a long period, you tend to believe this story. And this, I'm not saying that man next to me also rest in peace, lie to our daughter. It is obvious that Samuel Doe, the story is out there, that Samuel Doe handed a grape to his sister, Zoe's mother. But now we do not know the contents in that luggage or in that suitcase. All that I'm trying to say, I was trying to make an analogy, okay? The fact that these mommy and her siblings so believe that Zoe has the power from the time that man entered Morovia. I don't know when he got into government, that he controlled everything concerning the property, and he never had access to that. Yeah, because what she was saying, she said, that Zoe felt that he was controlling the whole government. Every government had control over the government. I don't think that's possible. I don't think Joe has that power so much that he will control every government that comes to power. I think maybe they should have gone about it, or maybe they're not contacting the right entity to reclaim their property. And sometimes when you want something in life, you have to be humble. Even though if Joe has the property and everything is control, you go around, man, and talk to them and see how about instead of you guys forcing and going on national media, and then when the thing escalates to this point, then there is no coming back. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that I want men to mellow that bury the Omar. People will come.
Then why you say that when someone says something, I want to know, because I don't understand why you brought it in. That when you're a child, and then when somebody say one thing over and over, then you get stuck with it. You tend to believe it. Why did he say that?
What I'm trying to say is that when, first of all, where I said mommy went wrong was that for somebody who is a high-level educated person to still believe in fictitious that this guy has the power. Because at one point she said that, I don't know, the woman went to Zoe feed and grab Zoe feed, and Zoe said, I release you now. And then that particular time she was so ill. Well, after he said, I relieve you of everything, I will reduce whatever, then you get better. And she also said that Zoe is the one who tried to kill her brother, Junior Doe, and we know what Junior is going through. And to be making the kind of claims, it's just kind of, and everything she said out, it looked genuine, but to make the kind of claim again, then they make her, they'll take a little breath and back and say, oh, Joe is going after to kill this one, so kill this one, making even call our liberal Iranians, because here are you gonna base your argument on hearsay? Because the people say, oh, they never made an attempt to kill a person, so you're gonna base you a learned person now.
No, but Eros spoke for himself. He says Zoe has hands in whatever that was going on with him.
She mentioned Iranian.
Yeah. So because Eros said it, Bobby. When someone is living and they say something, she just quoted what the man said. Eros said it came from his mouth. It's not they say.
I'm talking about mommy now. It's mommy now who based on hearsay to say, oh yeah, it is true the guy is a killer. That's what I'm saying, Prince.
Okay, thank you, Bobby. Let's go to the next caller here.
Thank you.
Grate?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, can you say your name again?
My name is Justina Grate. I'm a dolly to the Crown people. But let me say to the brother who just left the line, shame on you. When somebody is alive and they say this person poisoned me, they think that can be happy if I pass away, you hold this person fully accountable. Then you say they should not believe that person today. First of all,
the main part you say you're not believing in witchcraft, so that you're not thinking there, but you're scared to go to Grand G there. Can you imagine?
Okay, but let me check if you physical analysis.
I didn't respond to the woman.
So Penna were never close to Charles Taylor, right? So under Charles Taylor regime, They started the process. He sent her invitation for her to come to Liberia, for him to help her to get all her benefit. It was on until it started. Let go.
Let me connect this guy 1 minute. Oh, Uriah. What's wrong with the phone, my people?
Did she benefit anything from our administration? No. So what does that signify? Moreover, I remember one of the protests that we went with the former First Lady when she had a case in the court when Gloria Mususka ruled that case in her favor. Where was Openmic and the other people? They were there. So many times the woman have appeared on local radio station in Liberia, giving interview, complaining, crying for her help. Joe Penner was there as a representative. George Bully and the rest of the other people, they were there as senators and representatives. What did they do for her? Let's put that one aside. If you say Joe is your uncle, he read you, he suffered, he took care of you. Since this thing happened to the late Joe, has Joe Penner ever tried to say, you know what, let me have a memorial for my late uncle? Let me see what our government can be able to give him for fitting burial? No. So this is a clear indication that he's been trying the best way possible he can to silence the children. And for you to sit there for a young girl of that age that she was when this incident happened, Zoe and his direct family should have been the people to give these children a good a love that they will grow today and be praising them. But that did not happen. And as your dolly, I'm here to tell you the truth. The truth is the truth. If this girl was not to speak out, the world was never going to know what would happen. If she were not going to return no cow, and her uncle were not going to bring no cow back, the whole story were not going to go, and nobody was going to know what would be transpiring. So I applaud her for standing up to be the daughter of her mom and her pa to speak for them, even though they are not around today. And I want to encourage every child out there, speak for your parents where they cannot speak. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go now to Uriah's song.
Hey, friends.
Yeah.
You know, it is very sad when you speak the truth and there will be other people that will downplay the truth. Let us just put aside the guy accusing the Zoe being involved into somebody's death and that. But the reality here, Zoe Penny is almost like a brother.
It's man, don't like let when a man speaking out, a man speak.
It's almost like a brother. Those sister is the one that born or Zoe. And seeing those children and those wives struggling to gain what is entitlement to them. And Zoe has no say in it. So then why is he working in the government for? Why is he wrong? What has he done? Let's see in recent time. I never saw Zoe identify himself with those children. But in recent time, when one other guy who was claiming to be a daughter on Facebook, you know why Zoe did? He was the one that Zoe were going around with all in Monrovia in the sky. And this is the door real child. This is the door real child. What happened to those two that the world know? How many times has he identified with that? So Mommy was able to speak the truth. Let's put aside accusing Zoe being murderer of anything. But the reality is that the only uncle, the only person that they believe who should have helped them in the process was Zoe Penny. And Zoe did not do anything like that. Even up to now, they have not passed. Has Zoe been there? So our crown people will need to be very, very, very careful when people speak the truth. They will want to turn it upside down so that it's not a time. There is no particular time to speak to. The little girl did well, excellent, to speak what she wants to speak to. The level is low to address the issue. If he doesn't want to do it, fine. But as far as we are concerned, at least Mommy was able to stand up and speak to the truth. That's it. Who like it, who don't like it, that's fine. Well, it is being spoken out there that Zoe involvement was not very clear in assisting them with what they wanted. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the problem here is that everything that the lady said, that Mommy said, her mom said those things on live interview about the suitcase with the document being given to Zoe's mom. Nancy Doe said it. So it's like my mom said something and I'm just repeating what my mom said to the world. That's all. Because the tape is there. She said it. So it's not like she jumped out of the head, out of the blue sky and start saying things. No, she said it. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so she said wherever her mom told her, that's what she explained. Because most of the things, her mom, she was not there. Her mom was there in Liberia. So her old mom communicated with her back then. So that's what her mom told her, and that's why she sent out there to the world. So people will say, "Oh, mommy believe in this." That's what her mom told her, Bobby. When you whoever, my mom told me some things. I mean, I believe it. Some things I don't believe. I'm not going to say, "Oh, my mom don't know what she's talking about." So her mom said those things on live interview, and since her mom said it, Joe still living. Joe was still living. I mean, Joe still living. The woman was living at time. Did Joe ever go on anything and say these things? What my auntie saying, your uncle, wife now, your auntie now, those things are not true. Did he? Did he ever went there? Let's come to Weir. When the woman made this allegation against Weir woman on OKFN, the woman on the show. We ever had any press conference or even somebody Kalasco could say in front of him and he explained to Kalasco that thing what old man Nancy said it's not what happened. He ever said it? So when the woman died now, then you want to turn the woman words around. That's what made her daughter vex. And the daughter said, that what made me angry. You want to make my man to be a liar. And I can't accept it.
I want to hear me. Prince, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I gathered today, another thing I wanted to stress on was that concerning Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the fact that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf denied the woman that she was even a first lady, and people are trying to downplay that, but we need to speak to this and now only for laser focus on Zoe Penu and then President. We are Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in all her ways. Somebody who Samuel, when she was incarcerated, Samuel played his role by sneaking her out of the country, pass her to Zedru and to the Ivory Coast. She of all people said that the Nazareth was not even a first lady, and that she was not going to give her anything. And the other thing you saw the pressure today, the thing that is told Judge Weir did not acknowledge the woman when she was applying for a diplomatic passport. You saw how the former foreign affairs.
It happened on a Kemenya. The old man said the Kemenya.
So you see,
former foreign minister Kemenya. He the one actually put the thing down and put the old man passport in the dustbin.
What I'm trying to say here, Prince, that you see sometimes when you are the head, certain things will not even reach you. But what happens is that they say you are still the leader. So what I'm trying to say is that the public, we never even knew that they put denied Omar or diplomatic passport. Now you come why you think got called? We don't know the reason why Kemenya called today on.
Kemenya was the one who did it. Kemenya was the one who did it. He's trying to clear his name. That's all.
Probably was so pissed off. So what happened during my regime? So some things that happen, like even in our own crown government. Not everything that happened that we're going around that somebody knew about, but everything still falls on him. So sometimes we just need to be careful how we go about making accusation. I can definitely tell you that if the judge we had even know that they were applying for diplomatic passport and people were not giving her, somebody going to get fired. Now
so why when the woman saying somebody was going to get fired? Let me ask you too. Since somebody was going to get fired, the woman went to Equaco against the government one case, and the lawyer then from there say get a woman something. Why you not call the woman to negotiate? Saying you know that somebody was going to get fired.
Okay, this is my assessment. This is my assessment of the whole situation. Okay, I think this government has just taken root. I think this government has just come to power, and they, when it comes to funds, I don't think they had that kind of funds of 30 million in their account at the time.
But did you listen to the lawyer?
Yes, I listened to the lawyer.
I want to ask you if you listen to the lawyer. The guy say I knew very well that we never had 18 million to get a woman here. But I advised the government. I advise the government to at least find 1 million or 2 million and give it to the woman. He said he advised the government. This is the lawyer that they sent, the government sent. So what are you trying to justify? I don't understand. You're confusing me because I don't know what you want to justify here tonight. I don't know what you want to justify tonight because you're trying to confuse me and you can't confuse the show. I don't know what you want to go. I don't know what you want to justify. He said, Kimmy, I didn't know that you didn't know. You assuming that George, I didn't know. And then, saying you assuming that George, we didn't know that the woman diplomatic passport was taken from her. And Kimmy was on Kimmy then rule on his leadership. However, when they Lafayette Goose, when he said when we came from the court, when the woman won her case, I advised the government to give this woman negotiate with a woman and get a woman at least 1 million or 2 million. Joey, I didn't know too.
Okay, so when you advise a president, which was a good thing to do, I think that was going to ease the thing. But when you advise the president has his own advisor. The government owed the woman 30,000. So we don't know what was discussed behind the scene. So the government owed the woman 30,000. Do you think that
they say that was 18 million, not 30,000?
Okay, 18 million.
18 million.
The 30 million now.
18 million. The court awarded the woman 18 million, not 30 million. 18.
Okay. Let agree with what you said. 18 million. And now the lawyer advised and said, look, let's give the woman $1 million in the meantime. But George has his own advisor beside the lawyer. So why? This is hypothetical. So what I'm trying to say is that why do you think the guy didn't want to consult? Let's get the woman $1 million, and the person listen. If you get a $1 million, $18 million will be an insult to her. So let's try to give her 10 million, but we don't have 10 million. So we don't know the final discussion that led to the people not giving the people or the money. Because out of 18 million, can't come and say out of 18 million, can't give me $1 million. That would be like an insult.
All right. Let's go to Remy Gray. From there, we'll go to Thomas Doe. Remy Gray. Colonel Remy Gray.
Yes, Prince, man, good day, my man.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good, healthy discussion, man. I love the show, man. But with the application of diplomatic passport.
One minute, Gray. 1 minute, Gray. Let me connect. Yeah, Gray, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, with the application of diplomatic passport, my brother, it's not an isolated situation. The president is who declares.
I know, but Bobby don't know that.
So it's not an isolated. It's not like you're going to.
The president. What reference said the president declare what? What? I don't know.
You can follow the show later on my claim, my brother. But what I'm saying, when you apply for diplomatic passport, the president should have to give the go ahead for you to be issued diplomatic passport. So this was not done in isolation. So the idea that
that's not true.
Bobby, let the man speak. The man can be talking on him.
Are you saying every
Bobby,
passport?
Go ahead, Greg.
Every diplomatic passport, because the president is the chief foreign policy officer. Anybody that is issued a diplomatic passport, the president should have to know. That's how it's done. The statutes are there. You can go and look it up. But this idea that we will make excuses for other people, it's unfair. I want to believe that that Kimaya and President Weir were fully cognizant of the fact that this woman applied. Matter of fact, they inherited certain things that will be carried over. When they say they give the president briefing or the turnover notes, all of these kinds of issues, are there. So it's not something you can't make the president, people should start making excuses for individuals who are just silly, who are just outrightly unable to let go the past, the whole grudge, and carry forward. And Mr. Weir is one of those people, period. So let me say this. If people don't believe that the metaphysical world exists, I don't believe in fetish, but it does exist. When the gentleman, I think his name was Alexei, when he got killed in Grand Jide, I think he was police commander there.
Yeah, that police commander, yeah. See.
Yeah, they tied that gentleman to Penno's brother.
Yeah.
Or some family member of
Yeah,
his.
something Penno, that's like my older brother.
Exactly. People came and said Penno was part of that plot. These are allegations. But sometimes when this kinds of grave allegation repeats itself in different situations, sometimes you tend to believe it. Look, Mami Do may not believe in fetish, but he exists. We all know that. We know we come from Africa and those things exist. And we know people make sacrifices with other people's blood just to prolong themselves in power or to go to the next level. What you were saying is not strange. It's not the first to have made those kinds of claims. All we need to do, you can believe what you want to believe. You can extract from whatever a statement was.
But Remy, let me come in there. Bobby, I will not disrespect. The man was speaking and you try to interrupt Bobby. You were talking, I let you to talk. When somebody on the line, when they're talking, let the person in, then you can speak. The phone is there, you will speak. But Gray, I want to ask you a question. This guy, E. Rob Madison Goyen, the guy who died, District 1 representative.
Yeah.
In interview on radio, I interviewed the guy. The guy said, Joe is responsible for what is happening to me. So those are the God's words. He left it on tape for people to hear later on. Joe is attacking me. And Joe doesn't even speak to those things. And the guy died. Let's say, for example, Nancy Doe. What she said about her husband giving the grip to the sister, those allegations or those things were said. A year later, the lady died, and you didn't even talk about it. And so is that something that people carrying news? They say we heard it from what? The person's own voice. So I don't know what people will come, as you said, when they will come and say they want to back somebody. We are in no, and we are no. So say we did not know that Nancy Doe applied for diplomatic passport in the CC in 2015. And he came, he didn't know. So how about when Lafayette Good and won, he said the woman won her case, gave her money, he didn't know too?
My brother, let me end, hang up and listen to the show, but I can tell you that what happened to Madame Doe is just unfortunate. And I know pretty much, you heard me say in the first on the show yesterday, that this woman and her daughter, maybe her children, they may have had personal tete-a-tete. She gave her wishes while she was alive, that look, these people did not treat me fairly. When I die, they should not come there. It's not uncommon for people to make those kinds of statements because they're hurt. And I could see when it came to George Weah, all these other folks, I was surprised at Taylor, she said, but he came, he was there for me. Fast forward to Madame Salif, of course, we all expect what will happen. Madame was no friends of the Doe because of the past. And come to the men that I consider my son. And I got treated, and she chuckled. She cried. You had to take a break on that show that day. You understand, my brother? Mm-hmm. That is something that hurt her personally. And that kind of person, she would, I want to believe she would leave a testament to say, if I die, this person should not come there. You understand? She could make that kind of statement.
Yeah.
Because there was no amend, they didn't settle the score. And so what happened? She passed, and Mr. Weah has no reason to have even gone there until he could make amend with that lady. Mm-hmm. But, great show, my brother. Keep it up. I'm listening.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Let's go to Thomas Doe.
Yeah, friends, I came back. I want to thank my brother, Ravi, great. I always follow your face on Spoon Talks. He's a guy who factuous, and what you say exactly, I believe, and that's the truth. I want to differ with Bobby respectfully, because I think, as I in the Unity Party, if you look on my Facebook page, I wrote things that they are doing and have done that's wrong. And I can talk to my leader, and because the incarcerations of these people were wrong. Sometimes we need to stand up to say the truth. Friends, I came on your show. I did not come to defend Zoe. Okay, I only speaking to Nancy Doe benefit and the money that she won in the court. I had no interest in family fights. And that's why I said I don't want to go there. We know what has been happening in Grand Yeka with Zoe involvement, having Zoe involvement. I spoke on it, everybody knows my positions. But I decide to tell you that I said we are is a key player, not Zoe. And recently I said that is you print double over there. If you do, there's something called common sense of duty. That's why we are human with high Q. When somebody do good, they don't do good because you give back to them. In the future, when you see that son, you say, oh yeah, your power good to me. And that's what I'm speaking. I know some people will say, okay, the man from the show. End up. Sedition, you will cry. We have what that says here. If you compare Ellen, Churchill invited Nancy to like Grace and gave her benefit. Ellen King trying to stop it. I want to pray on a knee for we have to win because of the relationship. We are one. Mommy on your show, the woman explains how she was insulted in their office. Even waited so many times before they got there. Look, we have to go after the head. Don't forget about the snake. That's what I'm saying. So if Bobby is saying that we did not know if a passport, he lied. Because from 2016, the woman met we are in office to Facebook. You want to tell me that everything he explained, please, if you don't, it costs me my son, that's okay. You don't want to answer, but please let John work. John and men. Will she met the man? You want to tell me that one he measure all those things? Was she lying? Look, we should not be loving people because we love them. We should love them and tell them the truth. We have know everything that's going on. That's what I said. So it's not key clear because the reason I said that is if somebody do good to you, if you so I come there and say don't get them money, you say no, because we are sat over the national treasury of Liberia. He knows the protocol. His wife now enjoy the same privilege that neither should enjoy. He knows that. If you do it to your wife, you will see good. So we have to be able to, because there were crown people, we are very, very ungrateful to ourselves. We respect our own and we respect other people from outside. We are getting granted and you'll be fighting for state. We are getting self-granted. Because you know that your father here, when all what you do, you don't get job. Your father, there's so many who was chairman here, he went like the man is racing. They only couldn't buy it. And that's what he didn't buy your complaint. But he's so chairman for CDC. So your dad was CDC and that was weird, but that's fine. But we will say the truth. I said, so it's not the fighter, and necessarily don't get it, $18 million and or benefit. I don't talk about family document or the one I spoke that before 2020. That's the one I'm speaking of. This particular one, necessarily not getting your benefit entitlement. She's not getting the 18 million. We are irresponsible. It's very wicked. They paid good for evil. And I'm glad. So you can defend anyway you want to defend it. And that's the truth. But we'll have to meet with our people. Okay.
All right.
The other people get 2,000 next time. You will see what the other people will get. The challenge is on. Thank you, Prince.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And again, Bobby today, when you want to call, I can call you.
Bobby today, okay, tonight.
You were home, but you know the problem. You know we got to, because he get angry when he talking when I try to call him up. So obviously he has to, let other people in, and then he can get in. The show is
so
here.
Bobby, even if that to develop country for a very long time, gotta listen to other people speak too now.
Bobby want to join in front of people. When I doing it to him, he can get angry. That's what I noticed when I say, well, you're not going to let me talk. So
your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Just blocking our Google there.
But before they start calling people CEO, you are the first CEO, the bottom room. From the bottom room, you need to go back to the bottom room page. Start using your personal page. You need to go back to the bottom room page. Look at that bottom room have over 50,000 followers.
Man, I got bottom room.
No, you got the bottom rooms. Look behind that, but that page was hot. That page used to be hot. And most of my videos, my comments, my posts on that bottom room. Sometimes when I want to reflect, I can just go on that page, and see some of my stuff there. But listen, man. As a person in my prime, I can't be using that young now. I'm in my prime, and as a Grand Gideon, some of us have never shied away from speaking out, never shied away from, from being who we are. I will never have my tribe. I'm a bona fide crown man, both parents. I can speak the dialect very fluently. But one thing,
you can speak Gio too. You're born in Nima.
I can speak Mano, not Gio. I can speak a little bit of Mano.
Okay, yeah,
I can speak a little bit of Mano, not Gio. You know.
Hey, man, and I'll bring you.
But the fact of the matter here, at first, I didn't know, the whole now down of what Veronica said today. At first, I was objecting for her not to come on the show, do a press interview until her mom was laid to rest. But after I sat and started listening to her from the beginning of the show, I was like, oh no, it was right that she did it. She's my type. You speak your mind and you let it go. You don't harbor things in your heart. Something happened to me, I speak my mind, don't worry, I can walk to you and shake your hand. That's how I am. I don't harbor things in my heart. People like that, they are good people. People who don't say nothing, they're harbor things in how you got to be afraid of them. Say, oh, it's okay, it's fine. Deep down in the heart.
For 1 minute, Bolo, you gotta put a share on before I bring you on, man. You gotta put a share on, Lord. You can't come tablets, man. Go ahead. You gotta put a share on.
So today, what I saw in our young woman was brilliance, was courage, was bravery. She didn't make up stories. She didn't give no political correct answer. She spoke from her heart. She spoke representing her mother. Though she's a female, but I saw something in her. I saw a bravery in her that many young women or many women from Liberia will not carry. In our nation, women, people intimidate them. People, don't value their opinion. People talk down on women. That's not her. And many people have not gotten this yet. Just as a wedding, so it is as funeral. That her mother, not your mother, she gets to choose which gift she accepts or not. You can disagree with her decision, that's fine, but respect her decision. And what she did today, Prince, history will remember her for standing up for her mother, and her mother will be laid to rest with dignity and the legacy of First Lady, our former First Lady Nancy Doe, will never be erased. Nobody will bury it for people to. What really hurt me today when I heard, they took my mother diplomatic passport from her. Prince, we got foreigners. Our passport, our diplomatic passport was sold to foreigners. Our diplomatic passport in other girlfriends' hands now, who are not even government officials. Young girls passing around with diplomatic passport who don't even merit to have it. They're not even government official. They're not first family, nothing. And you're going to deny a woman a diplomatic passport? Another thing that I heard, somebody just said, oh, yeah, that money issue. Senator Zopenu. Let's forget about the family relationship, but you are the sitting senator of the county where the woman hails from. She has situation ongoing with the government. You did not use your influence to get things done for them. Forget about family relationship. This is one of your constituents. People will come here and justify things. This is the reason why our county was marginalized by the early administration. They built a road from Broad Street all the way to Ganta. They jumped over Grand Gillette County. They went to Fishtown in River G, built the road from Fishtown all the way to Hapo. People coming to office to lead, instead of leading, they come in with revenge. They will go to Ghana and say all the good things about Ghana. Do you know the history of Ghana? Do you know what Gerald Rollins did in that country? You will go to Kigali in Rwanda and say all the good things about Kigali. Do you know what happened in that country? The great United States, do you know what happened here? Things happen.
I'm not trying to say reserve and I know I never see them in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
California, they'll put a country on.
I mean, things happen. We can't harbor this. I see people
let the man conclude, Bolo. Take your finger from the camera, dude.
I see people masquerading right now
They keep going
on
all
Facebook.
on YouTube, doing their hand blocking the thing. Put bottle
Brother,
there, put
you
the
guys
camera
say
on.
you can't get around before.
The thing I say you show here. But bottle your hand blocking the camera, and I'm again okay, man, baller.
Let me wrap up for you to come, boy.
Yeah,
so
okay.
They circumstances here. I see people masquerading on Facebook with my mean picture and detective man being executed on the pole. What does that have with our mother funeral? This girl was a baby when this thing happened. She had no clue.
Hey, yeah, from baller.
You know what? I don't think you really understand Liberia. You know, Liberians have they have a mindset. When you are in power, they will say all the negative things about you. All those negative things they say about you, the day you leave power, they're coming after you. They will come up with all these lies. Oh, Samuel Doe was the richest man in Africa. Samuel Doe had $500 million. They kept it in their mind. So when after Doe was toppled, they went after him. That's how Liberia has been. It can't change. They will Baka leave tomorrow, they will go after Baka family, Liberian people. Until we can change that mindset, Liberia will remain messed up. But honestly, I think Opon should have handled that issue. He did not handle it well. Honestly, you know, if I was him, I'll go and handle that all my issue in a different way. He did not do right. But equally so too, everybody, Joseph Baka benefited from Samuel Doe. Ellen Johnson said it was Samuel Doe who freed her after the coup. So one way or the other, they all benefited. So if Ellie can, they all should take the blame too. You know, you can't look at somebody who served as first lady for 5 years and then you tell the opposite she not first lady. So that's where it started from. You know, they started pushing her around. But I think the family too, they should have used the Graduate Association organization to champion their cause. They didn't do it because nobody behind them. They just went there. You know, so I mean, I think what we need to do now, let's just support the little girl so she can bury her mom. You know, instead of
But
people.
you see
Yeah,
this shit, George, the Lawson, Dolphins, Zilly here saying that we didn't handle the thing the right way.
yeah, I said it. And did that miss my words? No.
No, I'm
I
not
said it.
asking you. You're asking
Yeah,
you for the record's sake.
yeah, I said it. And I meant like Remy Gray will come in and say stuff. No,
But why are you going after Remy Gray?
Remy
The
is
way
a
you came here, you say your own. Like Remy Gray has the right to say.
Remy Gray is a very biased guy. You know, yeah,
But let's
he would
listen to
never say anything.
Let's listen to Michael. Let's listen to Michael
I
Kula.
mean,
Mr. Michael Kula,
yeah.
go ahead.
So, I mean,
The man won't go beyond. The man won't go beyond. The man won't go beyond Remy Gray. You can't go beyond Remy Gray on my show.
But that's my opinion.
I'm sorry for laughing, Prince. I'm very.
My opinion.
Yeah, we hear you. Baller, let the man speak.
Yeah,
go
let
ahead.
me speak.
I'm
listen.
very sorry for laughing, but what my brother just said is very laughable. That's what making me laugh because, well, I got too much respect for Lawson. It's my own brother, and you can attest to that, Prince. I know the issue I have with Grand Gidens here.
But why are you singling Lawson? Oh, say your own, leave Lawson alone.
No, he already.
Oh, say the man went beyond Remy. Went beyond it.
Yeah,
Remy is not a fair guy.
I listened to Remy Gray and the other brother I spoke before Anthony came out, before Lawson came out. I know I admire what I heard from Remy and the other brother. I don't know him. Maybe I can't remember his name, but he spoke right after Remy spoke, and before Anthony came on for Lawson. You know, those are the kind of people that have the kind of courageous attitude to speak, the facts, the truth, because that's what we're supposed to do. When it comes to CDC, when it comes to some of our crime brothers and sisters, and when it comes to CDC.
But I just said open the hand right. You see, just the right thing.
Yeah.
I just told you, open it. I said open the hand right. Didn't I say that? You didn't listen?
But you heard what Lawson saying?
didn't you hear me? I said open the door. So what factor you? How factor you want me to be? I just told you open the hand right.
Lawson.
Maybe the man want you to go in depth.
Yeah.
Lawson, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying you know what said it. I'm saying that when it comes to some of
for the record, I'm not sedition.
All right, let the man end.
Okay. All right. If you're not,
Don't stop calling the man. Stop calling the man sedition, please.
I'm not sedition.
I've been following my brother post. I've been following the post and stuff. I've been following his argument with other people when it comes to CDC, when it comes to George Weah.
No. Let me make it clear today. I hate when people bully other people. The reason I come in defense of George Weah is that people bully him a lot, and I'm not a sedition, so I will say the truth. Okay? That's what I do. I'm not a sedition. I want to say the truth. Okay? Government, it is very tough to run a government. When you're not in there, you don't know what's going on.
Man, Bolo, let the man end back. Understand that you're not a
sedition. Let me correct the man. Yeah.
Yeah, you already corrected, and you let him end. Then later on, you can correct the man. Go ahead. And ball and according to man to Rosa, my God.
Yeah, as I was saying.
Yeah.
You know,
that is it. For money.
I mean, can I go ahead now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I mean, I stand to be corrected. You guys are the media people. You guys are the one who get stories from. You guys are the one who letting our minds, open our eyes to that are things that we don't see, that we don't have access to. But if you can bear me witness, since 2005, Nigeria has stood with George Weah and CDC, voting 95 or 98% all the time for all the elections that transpire in Liberia. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And hearing, seeing what have transpired.
No, that's your point of correction.
You can't do sure that
let me correct the man.
No, but the man speaking, when you finish, then get correct him.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, as I was saying, that's why I said I stand to be corrected. The President got his facts on the hand because they are the media people. I referenced Prince when I was speaking. As I was saying, and for Nigerians to come on social media and try to justify, and do clarification and justification on George Weah's decision, the way he handled the Nancy Doe issue.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. You understand? I should record to that friend. There's nothing about the CDC government that had to do with Nancy Doe that George Weah don't have or idea about. When it comes to her passport, the season of her passport, when it comes to her benefits. The very first thing, Nancy Doe were complaining about this benefit before George Weah even took over. George Weah knew, she knew very well Nancy Doe have gone against or sued the Liberian government, the past government, for her benefit in which she was treated. So for George Weah coming to power, I heard somebody say, Mami Doe never came on the traditional. What she did was wrong. She was being very disrespectful towards Weah by sending the gifts and everything back. Where was tradition? Where was tradition the 6-year George Weah stood in power? When Nancy Doe went to the executive mansion, waited for over 9 hours to meet him. What was tradition when she met him and he could not even give her that courtesy? What was tradition? Those are talking about tradition. I won't ask them. What was tradition? What was tradition for the time she stayed in Monrovia? George Weah knew exactly the place she lived. When did George Weah ever visited her? What was tradition? George Weah who don't know that this is do work. George Weah know who paved the way for him. God come first, but who paved the way for him and so many young Liberian soccer player, George Weah, I don't know, what was tradition? What was tradition? People say George Weah that do son. Okay, as an older brother in the family, when your dad passed away, what is your responsibility? It's not to take the responsibility of the family as on your shoulder. What was tradition? You know, so there are so many things that we have question about. But I mean, we don't have the time to say it tonight.
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
People have to speak.
Okay.
You know, so I rest for now.
Thank you. The cell phone number here, I don't see any number, but call there. Please call your name and tell where you're calling from.
Hey, friends, I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia, and my name is Nathaniel G.
Go ahead,
you getting me?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Chi.
Yeah, I don't want to waste your time, but I agree with Anthony, the rest of the garden. But look, we are ahead of perfect opportunity to put everything under control when you visit the family. We from Africa, when you got there, my daughter, I'm here, I'm your uncle. Sorry, mama, I'm crying for my business. I want my dad, I'm here as your father now. My people, I'm here. Anything that happens, we're talking. But you don't brag, you don't be boasting. Oh, I was private, but after you never told me, say, I'm gonna come here. That's an insult. I'm fed up. That girl has go report a me as a crew man. I will drive it from the mind. That was just wrong. The day to the girl said, "Oh, I thought you say you came into my area." We are.
Why you wanted to get a visit?
No, please let me say.
Don't mind. The girl first I see you.
They told me some story about my family. I said, "Kid, that man, that girl is mature." That be weird. I explain, but we are saying, "Oh, my people, I'm here. Oh, I want my dad. Mommy, I'm your big brother. I'm here. Your my dad, but we stay around."
Yeah.
That's the way our traditional people do things. But you don't say, "Well, be bread." It's bread. And no, let me say, we are need to grow on. Let me say, those who bring around, we are like that thing. The sedition. You don't need to talk. No. You don't tell a man the straight up is a person what you did was wrong. You need to grow up.
Yeah. But what Dolphins yeah did, Bolo yeah did. He's affiliate. He's the guy who defend Joe, but tonight he said Joe in that one.
Look, Jeremy, open air.
No, please, I leave you alone. If we are putting people on controversy, all those passport issue, and they don't went to the play, don't change that. Mommy, or people go on school.
You're not gonna come on.
You're not gonna come on. Yeah.
All be read mouth, but people don't speak for 100 years. But when you read, they settle right there.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Thank you. Let's go. Let's to the last person. Then keep judging. Check. It says Che. Oh, the person gone.
Hello.
Yeah.
Gibson.
Hello?
Yeah, Michael.
No, this is William Roberts.
Go ahead, William Roberts.
Okay, so I'm calling you from Chicago.
I'm like you go back to you.
My man, stop that team, man. Yeah, man. Go ahead, William Roberts.
Yes, so I just want to express my delight over the speech that Mami made today. Her presentation was excellent. And I think people have to understand that Mami, like many of those children or all of those children, have gone through a whole lot. Do you know what it means not to have the love of a father in your life as you grow up? These children have gone through a lot, and especially Mami being a girl. So I believe that what she expressed today is basically part of a healing process, and people should not misconstrue it. All right? I understand that people come on your show and on other shows trying to make other people to understand that Mami should not have gone up to express herself in public the way she did. But if she's to get over all of these hurdles, all of these psychological issues that she has in her life, how else do you want her to start healing in the process? So I think that was very good And as she said, once she has expressed it, it is part of what's going to lead to our healing. So people should applaud her for that and not to criticize her.
Thank you.
The second thing I want to express is if you listen to her and all the stories that Nessie, the late Nessie Doe has expressed her frustration, that tells me, and perhaps any other person who could read between the lines, that there is a tendency in Liberia where people that come to power try to use and abuse their executive power. Nessie Doe did not beg to become the first lady. She became a first lady by virtue of the circumstances that formed history. And so by that virtue, she should have been given every benefit that is due her. But because people tend to abuse power, so then they use the executive power and weaponize it against the very civilians or people that they should be able to protect and give privileges to. And that is exactly what we have experienced under the George Weah administration, starting with the Helen-led administration. Helen was brutal in her approach to that, because we know the reason why she did that. So that tendency should kind of, we should try to arrest it as Liberians. That is not good. You cannot use the executive power to go against a citizen or deny a citizen of any benefit that is due them. There was no justification why Nessie Doe should have been denied her right to have that diplomatic passport. There was absolutely no reason or no justification for that matter.
Okay, thank you.
The third and final
am I going to the third thing again?
Yeah, please. Let me just conclude on this.
Go ahead.
My frustration is with the bubble errors. All right, we all know, if we try to go back in history and remind ourselves of all the episodes that led to the downfall of Doe, we understand that even in Tuzo, there is a great division among the residents of Tuzo, even during Doe's administration. What is the role of elders in a community? The bubble elders have the responsibility to make sure that there is peace, unity, and understanding amongst the residents or people of Bubble. But I think the fact that that conflict continued to roll on decades after decades means that the Bubble elders themselves are deeply entrenched in a division, and they are feeling the division that continues.
Yeah, I think they are benefiting from it.
They are benefiting one way or the other, and that is disgraceful. You cannot have a section with errors and allow such a conflict to roll on for all these years, especially a conflict that led to the downfall of the first indigenous president. You can't continue to have that. So Doe and Doe family being at local heads, for me, is due to the failure of the Bubble elders to unite the family.
Thank you.
Mami should not have come up to express all these things involving the Doe family and Zoe. But because the elders have failed to intervene, that's why the whole thing continues to go on.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So that's just something I want to add to the conversation tonight. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Gibson Jeru, welcome. Welcome, Gibson Jeru. Let me allow Gibson to talk. Then we'll go to Adolphus, then we'll go to Anthony Gay. Gibson Jeru. You mute yourself, my man.
Thank you very much, Prince Double, and thank you for the Adolphus and Anthony and others who spoke. Nigerians need to be very careful how they show loyalty to someone, because all of us can show loyalty, but there are some things when they come up, we need to tell the people that we love that even though I love you, but you err, you made a mistake. I'll tell you how President Buya made a mistake. I don't know, even those who are even blaming Mommy, I don't know how would they feel when it was in their shoes. Some of them were going to even insult George Weah, but she didn't insult him. She was respectful. She was diplomatic until the people refused to hear her voice. They were not listening to her. When she talked on the other side, it passed on the other side. And that's what got her to do what she did. I'll tell you something. If traditionally, if I were George Weah, when I arrived there, I'll call Isaiah Nambo, I call Mommy. I say, Isaiah, are there any elders here that I can talk to with you, Mommy, separately before I can make my public statement? They will go in the room there. They will sit down. They will go in the living room, sit down, put everybody outside, and he present $5,000, lay on the table, announced the 50 bag of rice, and whatever gift he has, he say, I'm not coming here to make any political speech. I came to move my mom. I came here to support you in your hour of grief. Whatever happened, it has happened, Mommy. If there's something I did that make you angry, you my sister. I want you to forget about it and let's move on. Settle that in the room. Take care of that in the room. When they come outside, they will make the announcement of the donation you made. They will say the situation between Mommy and George Weah has been settled. George Weah and his sister has met and they have discussed. And today we want to announce to you that the former president came here and did this and did this and did this. And he will be sitting down there as if to say he not even want to announce it. The announcement will come from there. Listen, to make a to make a public speech at this point and even try to justify anything was adding fuel to the fire. It wasn't necessary to tell people, the media put you want to read anything you can read, but I'm not going to talk anything because they can't talk. Are you kidding me? So what the Day was supposed to talk?
It'll be the Day not talking Grand Crew.
The Day was alive when she appeared on OKFM and Print Double Show, and she told the people what you did. So why when the Day was alive, how the Day was going to say? What else was the Day going to say? The Day talked about how she cried. The woman cried. She talked about other people who did this to her. The person did this to me. The other person did this to me. The other person did this to me. But when it came to George Weah, when she was mentioning George Weah, tears came from the woman's eyes. Right here on Print Double Show. The woman cried. You know why she cried? She didn't cry because George Weah did more than what other people did to her. Probably other people did more than what George Weah did. But when you least expect someone to do something to you, and the person did it to you, it hurt you more than the people who did all the wicked thing to you. That's why she cried. She cried because she did not expect her son, the person grandchildren called their son, the person she trusted most, the person she did not expect to ignore her, the person she did not expect to treat her like she's nobody, the person who she did not expect to keep her sitting down for 8 hours and not meeting her, an old lady sitting for 8 hours, and you still in your office, you are not invited her yet. She didn't expect that. And some people from Grand Jada will say, just because they love George Weah, and say, oh, Mommy did the wrong thing. Bobby wrote something. Editing Bobby Tootie, I have agreed with him on some of the things, but this is the most reprehensible thing he has written since I've known him. Bobby wrote, and I will analyze it from my perspective. He said Mommy's rejection of George Weah's gift was unprecedented. Of course, nobody had rejected George Weah's gift publicly. Mommy did that to send a special message that sometimes when people love you, when people care about you, when people's feelings are hurt, when people need your help, when people are down, when people are suffering, when people are frustrated, when people are under pressure, when they are going through tremendous rejection of the society, when you have the hand to help, you must help. And Joshua did not do it. So Mommy did an unprecedented thing. It was unorthodox, of course. She didn't follow the old way that people were doing something, that traditional, when somebody comes to say sorry to you, you can't say nothing, no. She did it unorthodoxly. She did it untraditionally. She did it so that everybody would know that somebody else has feelings. Of course, the person said it was fraught with hypocrisy. What is hypocrisy here? But you know what? Baba Tuli wrote something. He said Samuel Doe and others orchestrated the killing of Tobit. But Victoria Tobit, the former first lady, Victoria Tobit accepted gift graciously from even people who killed her husband. But Bobby did not tell us. He failed to tell the people who are reading that Samuel Doe made sure that Victoria Tobit did not like anything. Samuel Doe made sure that Victoria Tobit was happy as the former first lady. Even though he was part of the people who killed her husband, she didn't see it that way. She was talking good things about Samuel Doe. Samuel Doe gave her everything she needed in her life to support her as a former first lady. That's what Bobby didn't tell the people. So what is hypocrisy? Victoria Tobit, who Samuel Doe gave everything,
justifying tonight.
So Victoria Tobit, who Samuel Doe gave everything, who even went to a program in front of Doe family and said, you already know what your father had done for me. The woman narrated everything. She said, when I needed him, in fact, he told me not to go to anybody. He gave me a special number that I can call. I can walk to his office anytime. When I need money, he gave me money. When I need a vehicle, he gave me vehicle. When I need anything, food, whatever, he gave it to me. Your father did good to me. He was a good man to me. Can Nancy Doe say that of Joshua today? Is that what we call hypocrisy? Yes, Samuel Doe took care of Victoria Tobit. He didn't think about her as an enemy. He didn't think about her as somebody who was married to someone who he killed. He took her as a responsible man, taking care of someone who was filling a role that she deserved. But the Joshua did the same thing. Did he take care of mommy's mother? Didn't Nursing Doe waited for 8 hours in his office waiting to just see him? And after 8 hours, and when she saw him and he began to make fun out of her, you call yourself mother, and the people say, I'm married to Mommy Doe, and you know I'm not married to Mommy Doe, you not go to the press. That Nursing Doe job to go to the press to clarify something for Georgia. People, Grandgenians, y'all should be careful. Grandgenians, y'all should be careful. Even if you love George Weah, you must still tell him that what he did is wrong. So I was with Mommy all the way. I talked to her all the way from London, all the way until she arrived in Monrovia. And she was able to speak her piece. I know where she is right now. She feels good. She knows that she spoke out for her mother. If somebody else who are against what she did, when their mother found themselves in a situation where their brothers or the brother of their husbands are mistreating her, are neglecting her, are insulting her, are taking things away from her. This woman, her husband, have property in Monrovia, and she's suffering to get money. And she's suffering. Her son is sick. She didn't get money to send to hospital. She herself sick. She didn't get money to go to hospital. Joshua is not able to. Joshua got millions. And you're not able to get that woman even 100,000 and say, Ma, I beg you, I will give you some more money, but the 100,000 here, the way you came to me today, you spent 8 hours waiting for me, Ma, I was busy. But the way you came today, I can let you go free, man. Yeah, 100,000 here, carry it. Did Joshua do that? That's what Samuel Doe was doing for Victoria Tobit. Listen, people, you be careful. Like I said on Spoon Talk, when it comes to Grand Jaden, Samuel Doe family, and George Weah, I will pick Samuel Doe family and Grand Jaden any day. Any day. I am so sorry that our people will still look at this and still think that what Joshua have done is correct. This woman will now, she didn't trust nobody about Joshua. Grand Jaden don't trust nobody in the politics. Unless Joshua, you know why? They didn't trust Ellen. Of course, they didn't trust Charles Taylor because Charles Taylor brought a war. They wouldn't vote for Charles Taylor. They all voted against Charles Taylor. They all voted against Ellen Johnson Sirleaf because Ellen Johnson Sirleaf don't like Nigerians. And they voted against Joseph Boakai because Joseph Boakai can keep grudge more than anybody like woman. Joshua was the only safe landing. The only safe landing. And they trusted him. They put all their eggs in one basket. But here's the man who they put all their eggs in one basket. He treated one of ours as if they say she's not important. And people come on this show and say what mommy did was wrong. And man, my people, we can't criticize Joshua one day and tell him what he did to us is wrong.
I did.
Then Joshua will hate us.
I did. I said what he did was wrong. But,
you one of many, Lord.
Yeah, but let me come in and say.
But the man did. What Lord did. Gibson Jeru, Adolphus did. He said the man was wrong.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Adolphus alone. Adolphus alone. There are a lot of people. I'm talking about our analyzing Bobby.
That Bobby statement against your.
Bobby statement that put little tears in my eyes. If I were not mad to that, I can cry.
Man can cry.
I don't know what Bobby.
I think if I was mommy,
Bobby angry because Zopeno is implicated. You don't want to say that now.
But Zopeno is coming on Spoon Talk on Thursday. That's Zopeno defend himself. Bobby is not Zopeno. He's not Zopeno defender. I just talked to Zopeno yesterday. I talked to Zopeno yesterday, and I just talked to him about 2 hours ago. He coming on Spoon Talk on Thursday. And then he will be with me on the second week of July. Because he wanted to be buried, but he never recently coming on Thursday on Spoon Talk because mommy spoke about him today. So he said he want to come. And I said, okay. But when you come in, don't go personal. Address the facts. If he doesn't listen to me and go down the line and go down the route that will not be good, then I already told you as a brother, as a friend. They address the fact. Everything, if you don't listen, everything mommy said will be true. If you address the facts, if you address the issue that mommy
what mommy said, Gibson, what mommy said, the old man said it when she was living.
Of course, she almost said it.
They almost said Prince Double Show, yeah.
Mommy, yes, it's like my mom said me something and I'm telling people that's how she did.
That guy need to be voted out.
No. I mean, I'm not there. Yo, let's play the team and see and hear a small team from the woman.
Don't be for Gian. Ask anybody in what a man in Bawachi. No money. Ask small thing on in the morning. In the morning. Before we see we are 8 o'clock.
8 p.m.
Yes. So we went there to him. And that he is speaker for us. For we are to our, pension, our small thing on it. He said no money.
You met George Weah and he told you no money.
I telling you, I said the poor what they say, some of them. They play what part. He said no money. Then another said that. Then you can't put her on the community too, so can be, like how you call it? To keep big, I don't know how to call it, man. I forgot it. He said
chairman or
chairman.
Yeah.
He said no. Then what a man named Bawachima. Bawachima said no money.
Bawachima now, the former speaker.
Former speaker, yeah. He was right there. He said no, he didn't want to answer that one. No money.
After you won your case through the Equa court, you go to Liberia and George, we are in town, they refuse to give you your money.
Ask anybody in Liberia, they know about it. So I talked to him for June. I said, my son, I'm begging you. June, you lay brother. When you do anything that you lay brother forgive me, I beg you, don't sack him. I'll hold you for. He said, don't beg for June. John, amen. So we will see to a real man.
That's what we are telling you now.
Yeah.
Veronica, put the camera on the old man. Let the people, because all along the people dancing, George Weah is Samuel Doe, Samuel Doe's son. All the crown people that put out voted for George Weah, they gave George Weah all the votes, all the people. And this is a shocking thing that we are hearing that George Weah, after you won your case, you went to him to give you your money, to even give your son a job. He's telling you your son, somebody he can born. He's telling the boy that they are men, they can fight it out.
No, of course. I said, boy, Chima was there. Why Matthew Zaza, the
senator from
Sano. Yeah, he there. Tell the people there, they play park. That was conference room with a long table. They play park.
Wow.
So there we were talking here myself. We on the table here. Then he read it. Then he back to me. The time I was running here, I was they said, "Mommy, do that my woman. Did you talk? Then you come here, you say fair. I cry. All that man talked to me that day.
It's okay.
I said, when they hold there that day.
Go get your tissue.
The Omar talk about a lot of people in that particular interview. Vanny Sherman taking her house. The other person, even the Zoe man, the Omar didn't cry the way she cried on Weah like that. And that's something those who supporting Weah need to understand that they can't keep. I mean, sometimes I support Gibson Jerry, even something my papa told somebody thought somebody hacked my Facebook page. I said, no, that me, Papa, I don't want. But certain times you have to tell. And I did that on the time he get that Nigerian guy, the Nicodemo. Yeah, I said it was wrong. You can't take a Nigerian man giving the election commission job. That guy erupts some kind of fire in that country. He gets on the next thing and leave, or he part you some kind of border and leave. So we Chris, you gotta if you're supporting somebody, you gotta tell the person the truth. If you don't tell the person the truth in the face, the people they will think that everything they're doing is right. Everybody gotta say yes sir to them, and that's what make a bad leader. And that's what been happening before, so we have to get on track and change that mentality, that mindset. When your leader is making mistake, you must tell him. And I think I'll give it to Baller here, even though Gibson don't want to give it to Baller. You don't want to
give it to Baller tonight. I mean, my first time even see Baller to speak to come to
I give it to Baller.
If you do give it to Baller. Even the Remy great man that you see, my Remy, Remy give it to you.
No, Baller made history tonight. That is first time Baller ever.
Let me give it to you, Baller.
Remy, scary Remy Grace say,
somebody call me one CDC executive committee member called me today. Yesterday, somebody else called me, and today somebody else, and today person that called me today, and the guy said, Gibson, my man, I don't like what you're doing, man. So I said, what happened? He said, you should have stopped Mommy Doe. You know you're close to her. You should have stopped her to appear on Spunto today. So I said, first, number one, point of correction, I'm not close to Mommy Doe. I only know Mommy Doe through this. The first time I ever talked to or about Mommy Doe was on print double show when I appeared that day. From that time, she and myself we went on talking to each other. I said, but why you have problem? He said, you said that in 2027 or 2028, you will be the spokesperson for CDC. That how you be spokesperson when you destroy Joshua? And I just laughed. I just laughed. And I told you, I said, my brother, let me tell you something. I'm a journalist right now. I'm not doing politics here. Yeah. If I join CDC, I become a politician, my loyalty changed. But right now, I'm a journalist. I must speak for people to listen. Besides that, my brother, if I betray the people of Branjede, if I come here and throw down a Mommy Doe who is speaking for her mom, then when I finish tomorrow, I go stand in more Crampon and say, I love the Crown people. They'll say, but what kind of man is this? When we need him to speak, he doesn't speak. When we don't need him, he can't he's not gonna hero. No, that's not how we want to do it. Look, I don't have any issue with, I don't have a personal problem with Josh Weah. I don't. I mean, he never do anything bad to me before. He never do anything. I don't see anything evil that he had done to me personally. So why would I don't like Josh Weah? But the problem we are facing today is our people think that when somebody do wrong and you tell them what you did, you made a mistake. Yeah. You shouldn't have done that. Then it means that you are disgracing the person. Let me give you one scenario. The woman who came and knelt down and begged George Weah for the cow, that's a rape, that's an abomination in our culture.
Abomination to our tradition.
Our abomination in our clan culture. You don't beg people for cow. If I go to John Brown and John Brown mom passed away and I feel like I'm close to the family, I'm able to do it. I say, John Brown, I'm your brother. And the way I came here for the feast, I gave you cow. That's what people do. People do it out of relation. Nobody go on the knee and beg you. K-cow, then you leave and go. Now, they shouldn't even allow her to speak. I don't know what's wrong with the elders that were over there. That was a disgrace. You bet.
I was shocked when I saw it. I was so pissed.
Look, you know, the elders made a lot of mistake over the prince.
Yeah.
The elders made a lot of mistake over there.
You even had errors on the map.
I think Mami should have refused it right there in her shoe.
No one
should have done.
Yeah. They were going to be explosive like that.
I can do it. I will tell him right in his face what you did to me. I don't like it, and I'm not going to take your gift. Simple as it is. I mean, that's me.
With all due respect,
that's why I say I would
more honorable than she mean like that. She respected him.
It's not shaming. You telling somebody in their face. Listen. You telling somebody in their face, and you have the opportunity to tell that person right in their face what you did was despicable, and I'm not going to take this gift. I'm sorry. You know, that's how you do things. But anyway, that's it. That's not.
So let me give you another scenario.
Listen. That's not disrespect. That's not this. That's being honest and telling the person right in their face. So look, what you did here today was despicable, and I'm not going to take your gift right there. Then that person know exactly right in you tell in the face. That's how me. That's how I would have. That's what I would have done. Okay. So I mean, it happened. It gone on. So let her just rally around her so she can better her mind. I mean, you see all the noise people go on Spoon TV talking.
Let me give you another scenario of disrespect. Yeah. Let me tell you another scenario of disrespect. Who is bereaved? Me, I'm bereaved. I'm on a mat. Then somebody says I'm gonna lead a mat, go to their house.
I tell you.
It is that.
That's what I said.
Look. Don't stop. I'll let you tell your own. Listen, my people. The man did it in a most disrespectful way. He go in the girl ear and say, I thought you were going to come to my house. Are your girl before you thought you were going to come to your house?
Yeah.
You first, when mommy arrived in the country, you have Asenginambo's number. Ask Asenginambo, can I speak to mommy? If she said no, I don't want to speak to him, then you know. But if you hold the phone, mommy, first of all, my condolences. I will come to see you so and so time. So please, just give me small things. I'm doing so and so. So I will not be there today, but I will be there so and so time. I want to speak with you. You go there. But the first time speaking with mommy, he said, you must come to my house. They want a mark fine. They say, you must come to your house. Why go do what? So when they go there, they say, the mommy do you talking about that. She don't want to go visit George to the house. She going to Jamaica resort to go see Giorgio. Are you kidding me? They do not think she go over, man. Or you go big
When I bury or mine, then you should more visit.
They say you come to your house.
But the woman had not even seen you before. She
even know you. She had not met you before. They say she will come to your house.
That was uncalled for. It was.
Then he stopped there. No. He stopped there. Even though he called her and he told her, and the mommy said, "What? Are you kidding me? No, I can't come there." But he came, sitting down there. Then he do it. I thought you were going to come to my house. Are you a Jew? Before you say, I thought you were going to come to your house.
Yeah.
No, he think that mommy will be intimidated by a present.
Yeah, that was wrong. That was childish. That was uncalled for.
Then why? I don't know why.
Don't you put it down? You don't.
Does he talking about like get natural law? You want blood now even again? Like get natural law. The guy is sophisticated. You know what? Woman fine and she educated. You know what it means?
Okay.
No, Joshua knows he made a mistake. Joshua knows he made a mistake. And we will say this because we supposed to represent the conscience of our society.
Absolutely.
I can call myself opinion leader, and then when something happens, I'm not able to speak to it, and I'm trying to dilly-dally with it. I can't do that. I can't do that. If we do that, we are deceiving our generation. There's some time we'll make some mistakes. There's some time
Remy Grace, we are. Why he lean forward and say, "What are you busy with?"
Let me give you another clue. Let me give to those of you who are not following. Let me give you another clue. Joshua, even though Joshua refused to shake her hand, and some people are claiming it because of the monkey packs. When the woman was standing between he and Isaac Yinambo, he saw her. The monkey pack gone.
Yeah.
No, our people need to think.
There was no monkey pack that time.
They may refuse to shake her hand, and they are just
Gibson, let us hear from Felicia. Then from there we'll go to General Doe. Felicia, how will go ahead? Felicia.
Yeah.
Why Joe we are laying for and say when you visit me?
That's what gets it talking down and I be the face.
But mommy said sorry. Mommy said sorry. So mommy lying on Joe we are too?
Mommy lying. Because her uncle had somebody, first of all, mommy and Joe we are have private on Facebook. When Joe we are said sorry, she said we don't want your sorry. Now how the man will go visit and her uncle and Mr. Yinambo said that her first time seeing the man. Then you will tell her, say, why you not come to my house? They put a half family view on Facebook up and down. Before you even go there, then you will go to the girl here and say, why you not come to my house?
But you know what, mommy, listen now. Listen. You know what, mommy, when in the town, they had a phone conversation. Isaac put we on the phone, and then they were so with the girl. We are asked that they must go to your house, and the girl said no. The people say no. We are they won't be real. So you come to the mat. You know that they talk.
Yeah, that one part they talk. But first of all, before they talk, they had a fight on Facebook, right?
I'm talking when the woman went to Monrovia. The fight was done long time before she went to Monrovia last week.
So what when they were fighting.
You don't know the story, then you jump inside.
Join the story.
Yeah.
Because Jesse, I will not buy that other story. Say she went to the man went to her ear and say the man uncle and Mr. Nyabo say they my niece and our first time seeing we are. How in the world my first time seeing somebody?
Okay, print. I can be saying the video, yeah, from mommy herself.
You must come to my home. Why you always let the thing do? We are just to the niece. Wait, you say?
Okay.
I tell the whole thing. You put it on grandchildren. It's not about grandchildren.
But what it got to do with grandchildren? We're discussing what we saw. We are analyzing. We are analyzing the show. The thing what the woman said talk. Then you're talking about grandchildren.
I'm not believing it. That's total liar. She's a total liar. I'm not here for it. She's lying.
Okay.
Total liar.
All right.
Yeah. So, Mr. Jesse, you're supposed to be our lawyer in future. You need to stop it. Don't come bring mommy how they call it. Not many years.
Okay.
Thank you for the show.
All right. Thank you. Mongo.
How you know I won't be lawyer?
Mongo.
Yeah, this is Alicia. Yeah, this is Alicia Mango.
Who are talking? Now who are talking?
Call Felicia Howard.
So can I come in?
Oh, okay, I know Felicia Howard.
No, that Felicia and Felicia Howard. Go ahead, Alicia.
Yeah. So, brother, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for the show. I've been following the show, I've been hearing other people talking. But what prompted me to call was this lady, this Felicia lady. I know you guys are downhearted seditionists, but sometimes you got to take into consideration other people's feelings, how they feel. But majority of the seditionists, they don't understand. Why will you even be on this kind of life and say the woman lying, which of course you don't even know her? If they even bring mommy door right in front of you right now, you don't know the kind of the color that she has. You don't know. Apart from seeing her pictures on Facebook, how will you even come out now and say she's lying? You don't talk to people like that. When we went on the mat, before prior to we are going on the mat, Uncle asked call we are. And then they also call the president, Mr. Bwaka. Yeah. But the two schedules were just giving the people hard time.
Mm-hmm. No, they had to scare you that Joseph Bwaka was going to go there Thursday, then we are going there Friday. That was the agreement. Yeah. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they were giving them hard time. So George will tell them that I'm coming, and they will not come, and they were also waiting for Joseph Bwaka. So in that time, I have to call George Weah and to tell him to go on the mat. I had George Weah went there. Mm-hmm. So when he went there, it was like, as I said, you were coming to my home. I thought you were coming to my place. That was the question he asked. Mm-hmm. So it was not an agreement between him and mommy.
Yeah.
You just talk any kind of way you want to talk to people because you just feel that everybody got mouth they can talk. Just take people who are feelings into consideration.
Tell your own and forget that. And you explain the thing tonight. You explain it, and we understood it. How it happened because they scare you was first. We had to go there Friday, and Bwaga go on Thursday. Bwaga went to Nimba, so he missed it. Yeah. So obviously, Bwaga said he sent it to him. He said, "Okay, I won't come there before the president, so that the president go there for never I'll come." So but then we are suggested that mommy visit him.
You want mommy to visit? Why would somebody crying? Somebody crying for their mom, and you want them to go there. Look, they want the big sister to go to the house and carry on some clandestine things over there, where they already squalling her name that she is.
But normally and traditionally, what keeps saying everybody here we know our tradition. Even we have to. You cannot be on the mat, then you leave the mat, you go visit people, be visiting people. No, you got to stay on that mat.
Probably they can do that in Grand Coup. We are here fun.
Maybe.
But in Grand Coup, we don't do that.
Yeah, we don't see our sister there. Well, our Oma died, my sister laid on that mat until they buried everything before she went to her own house. She don't get up and go be visiting people. But General Doe, thank you, Alicia.
Okay.
I know why the number not save here.
No, I'm using my phone.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
General Doe, your phone is muted. General Doe.
Yeah, Prince, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm going to hear you now.
Okay, good. Thank you to everybody else. And then I want to say one thing. I confess, I love my brother Jason tonight. We had a little fight, but he earned my respect. And I believe he, can you hear me, right?
Yes, go ahead. We're hearing
I
you.
believe Mr. Jason, he earned my respect today. He's a fight.
You think Gazing changed to criticize we are changed?
No, it's not about we are, but community issue, what I speak on, and he's on the same path. You know.
So when he got on the same path, I get few days.
Can you hear me, Prince?
We're hearing you, but you keep going off.
Yeah, somebody called my people call me. So
I don't got anyone in Zeratan calling you.
no, I said Sarah Cooper.
Go
You can
ahead.
hear me? I said Sarah Cooper called me, but I
We can hear you.
Oh, wow, the bill will get run for all the legendary representatives in the
yeah, Sarah Cooper, my man, Sarah Cooper calling me. I'll call you when I
Yeah, but go ahead, put the phone down.
Yeah, all right. So I want to say thank you to Bibero Gibson. I really love you. I
start loving your friend, man. On the
really,
show, I beg you.
Can you hear me?
I love it.
Yeah, but start loving your friend, man. On my show, I beg you.
I say I love him. It's not about any other love.
You love him and you like him.
Yeah, I like him and I like the input, what he has done and what he been doing and what he has been saying. Okay, so that's the love I'm saying. You know, in our community, when something goes on, we should have leaders to stand up to the truth and give me a stood up today to the truth. We also have with CDC, we love CDC, and then later on we all scattered because we saw there was nothing there for us Grenadians. You know, for us, we joined them because we wanted development. We joined them because President Doe said that Doe, we are his son, you know, and that's everybody flower, you know, that's true. But let me come to the true course of my discussions. You know, I listened to individuals that Alicia has responded to. This high diet exhibitions.
I'm trying to record a video and send it to you. I will come back home.
Am I talking? Do I need to wait?
No, go ahead.
No, continue.
Okay. So, high diet sedition Nigerians is true. You can love your party. There's nothing wrong with that. And the reason that we let CDCs is we want Grandia to go forward. The 2005, we are, and we are saying when with us since year came. If you compare the amount of people that Ellen deployed, who's supposed to be our enemy, and that are just a Buckeye, and compare the job we are, I stand to be corrected. I believe those people that say that our enemies, more crown people work in those government than our own son. Okay? So for me, I will have town hall meeting. My wedding is scheduled December. My followers, you know, will be in Zvedru and in Zaita, and I will print double, you know, to send John Gua there to cover it. But my brother, we need to call a door, or a space. Like my Bibera Jason said rightfully, any exhibitions who sound and know will agree to what Jason has said. We have had an opportunity to see these things. The passport issue, Prince, come on, the woman was here and you play the video, she cried. The woman chatted on who care about people. She was as a Charles Joseph for she came there and cared to care some Away Morris at the time. She spoke there. They said, former first lady, Taylor said no. She said the first lady. People laugh. They said you're loving the Taylor. But it's the respect that he gave her. and her benefit was flowing. Ellen came, called off for a lady, and left her out, and even denied Doe as the president. The deal that the court was, though they might agree to get benefit, that Doe should be head of state. And the woman called the deal as the head of state. Okay? She didn't get the full benefit she do. And she kneeled down on her knee, praying for her son, that she go in the kitchen, cook for him. This is the only man I was living behind the mansion, and I stand to be corrected. Anybody can deny it. My uncle Sabah were in the army. My other uncle that they were massacred in Babylon, they were all there. I lived there with them. I went to school. Right to the low field where they can play, executive mansion field. They will play where were IE and Jim Diba were by road. Those who are love Jim Jim Diba, but we are because he was by road and native team. But he chose Weah. Weah was the only person that go to the. I couldn't go to the mansion when I was small because my sisters and my brother from one part and one mother, they are related to Doe. I am not related to Doe. My father is a Doe, but he's from Zaita, not the other Doe. But I have gone to the mansion through my sister to see the president. We went to the sixth floor, where they get all these stuff, we went all over that place. And I said, we are there. You were very skinny. Okay? Junior Doe at the time, the guy that was taking the call, Vanny. I know Vanny very well. They used to ride these scooters, like a motorbike, for something. They will come, and our friend, as their son, Arizona, in Rhode Island now. At the time, you Arizona Z, but you differently, but you was a stretcher. You myself friend. I saw all those things. I saw Weah. I saw how Doe to the Weah. Our friend Orange, Doe bought Orange from me and gave me the Doe coin. The whole thing was full. I didn't know why it was. I gave it to my sister. So we are talking about gratefulness. You don't pay evil. You don't pay good for evil. Nigeria must understand this. We are not again. We are. We just a bucket. You get 4,000 for okay. But the right thing must be done, Mr. Double. I want these people, like my friend there, Usati here, Sletote, he was the chairman. When I know they were not good, I left. When we are president, he went like, bro, they disgraced him, just disgraced the man. He came by here, a woman crying to the judge, I laughed. We does not want to associate with crime people, and the reason is that he does not want, for Prince Johnson at the time, Johnson was my friend, and you know that, Prince. I brought more, when Chelsea thing came out, I brought a lot of graduates online and brought all the ministers and VP, everybody online. We talked, Fred Grant can tell you about Grand Gide. This one, Crampok, we cannot defend this one. The needful thing you can do is go Grand Gide. So you say, you not go to the village. You call Grand Gide village. That's why you say you speak. I will not go to the village. We have 2 gens, what has the mayor, that's ready. But you call the place village. I can't go to the village, because Crumple, we are stupid, we follow people, we don't get development, or not, we don't care. And that's why he fight. And I want sedition to defend it. It's Grand village. You don't even know why they carrying the woman. They go to village. I will not go to the village. That's okay. Because why? We love who we are. Where the love comes from? It's through Samuel Doe. And you didn't respect Doe memorial. And I was disappointed in Grand Gila community every time they said you wear t-shirt. But you can't stand up for your own. You can't stand up for your own. Go to my country. I'll give one example, to be very quick. I went winter to cross the border. The border was closed. I slept there. There's a guy they call General Tabla. I was in that place. The man asked me for trial. I said, no, I said, I'm a bastard man. Okay, that's what I said. For the safety, because people that broke my car, I helped them, and they didn't try. And we got there. They gave me a little sleep. In the morning, the whole place, what they can drink, what they go drink. I offered them. When that guy entered in that place, everybody there respected. Today, Our brothers and sisters who defended us in the BTC, April 6th, and all this one, we don't care about them. We don't even talk about them. We don't remember them. Though, when you say do something, we wear something. What are we doing? We are disgraceful from people, very big unity, and we don't respect ourselves. You take job, we are over do like I say, the man do me. I mean, like I say, and I see children right now. Look, I decided I'm contesting. Don't vote for me if I don't let you win. If I lose election, I will still eat. But I would not take the nonsense, disrespect to us as a crown people. We are going to do a meaningful thing. What you need to do is, when everything finished, it's so hard window to solve the problem. You can come, call Ellis, he got as a number whose lies on talk that because of some disease and part like that. Yeah, we are sharing him every fucking day. Sorry for that expression. I got the picture. You share him where we are. Okay? Then we are with mommy. After he accused mommy that his wife, they did not get married to Cloud Weir. Is a document out there? How possible can you marry two women? We don't love ourselves. I'm so sad. I'm so sad and very distraught that we take our own funeral. Our young people that will help on Facebook defending this thing and want to insult mommy, my sister. I'm not Doe family. My Doe are from Zaita. Okay? Zaita. Child Doe is my first cousin. Okay? The other Doe from that place. But I want to debunk the color that was saying that Bobo Error not talking. Let me be honest with you. Okay, so it's a problem in the sense you don't listen to any else. You will call all the brothers Zoe will defy people to do what you want to do. And later on, you go to jail for no reason. The reason I go against Zoe, not because I have problem with him, but he took traditional people from Zaitown, Queentown, Babylon, and something, and then he put them over the old people from Tuzon, and they went to jail. And I had to work hard and get the people out. What can Elos say in this thing? When they call Zoe tomorrow, him, Mammy said, Zoe, he saw that and walk away. And he come back with small money, in 2,000, he put it in the suke, he show up, they all will have a call. And they'll betray we that speak for them. Example, just people Greer in Babylon Town. Tuesday 2020 elections. As people winning Yamu. Zike Town, Queen Town, and the rest of the town. So what boo in the whole town, you know, I got support that. The record had that. Go on my face. If you have to go follow me from Ibitor town. But at the end of the day, I brought William Yalu, and my influence, he got 3,000 votes. He got there in the election. But what happens? After election, so and Kaifari wrote letter that because CDC, while with Josepha Greer, who's the paramount chief in Babylon town, and CDC will lose election, I get a vote of Yaya. And the law election, they fired the woman, went Morofia, and went that case. The general minister said they think when I reach the president, it's a shame for all. So write letter say, oh, because he's not winning, so we'll fire town chief or paramount chief. Their life went through. Don't blame the elders, and don't say both elders or something. They are stranded. They are very stranded. And that's what we're trying to get out of something. My last thing I will say before I close, and I will listen to you go, is I can guarantee you, I General Tomato. My wedding is in December, but I'll go in November. I'll have town hall meeting. A job where does not apologize. District number 3, what have control over. Trust me, any political party will not get 4,000. Either Gonglo or whoever I want to support, and me, I will Jeremiah Kuhn. Trust me, I will use my resources. They will not, because they're going election, I was not there. My mom was sick, I was no contest. My mom got sick. I sent Africa, she died June. I cannot send elections. GB can tell you that. All my people are carrying the word GB in his letter. I had DB, you know, he got the 700 he got. My 300 people are there in your own town. But we must talk to our people. Loyalty must come with respect and benefit. You don't wait for benefit to say, wait for others.
Okay.
Go and check all your records. How many Crown people that job we have employed? Let's talk about that one. So, I on the show, I want to say this thing, and I want other people to go. If it's time for me to speak, I will speak again. Thank you.
Yeah, because we got 5 minutes to go. After 12 midnight here on my end, it's almost 12:30. So
yeah, let me get my wrap.
We're gonna wrap it up. So email wrap it up, then the man wrap it up, then we wrap everything up and wrap it up. It's gonna be a wrap.
I'll say with my closing statement though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When he finish, then you wrap it up.
Okay, thank you, brother.
Go ahead, Anthony. Wrap it up.
Yeah, tomorrow morning I will be on the radio in Grand Gita County. And I will be on the radio because I'm in a group chat in Grand Gita and I'm seeing some stuff. And I don't think it need my back and forth in the group chat. I need to be on the radio. I need to be on the air. My voice is not a strange voice in Grand Gita County. We spoke for Yaya. We spoke for the late Ira Madison William. May so rest in peace. We challenged people. It was on this very Print Double show that I challenged Zoe Penno, and Zoe Penno lost his cool. So we are not afraid of him. Prince, you can remember, Zoe was not even on this call. We were having a conversation, and I brought something up, and Zoe threw in the way me challenge the guy that he want to talk to somebody. That thing I picking said he came on the call because I said Zoe Penno did not co-sponsor the bill that created the community colleges. Zoe Penno only voted because he saw Madam Sally supporting the bill and saying he cool with Madam Sally that when he voted, but he did not co-sponsor. Zoe Penno claimed that he co-sponsored. So I challenged him to bring a copy or show where he wrote, what portion of that bill he wrote. And he called poo-poo cleaner and other different things. He started insulting Grand Gita in the diaspora. So we will be on the air again tomorrow morning to support our sister Mami for what she did today. I am so proud. I was on another network the day before she came out and rejected the gift. I was on Abraham's show and I said, I'm sending a caveat that she should return the gift. And that me, I returning that gift. And thank God, even though I didn't speak to her, I won't claim they said I don't spoke to her. And she did, return the gift. I hear other people, why she didn't return the gift at the same time? Everybody can respond the same way. Think about this. It's like a wedding. If the woman want to wear pink on her wedding day as her wedding dress, she can wear pink. If she decides to wear orange, she can wear orange. You may disagree with her decision, but guess what? Respect her decision. It's called decency. That is her opinion. That is her choice. I don't care what anybody says. Tradition, not tradition. It is her mother. She calls the cards. As long as she's in, in agreement with her siblings. And when you listen to Mami, you can tell that she's very disciplined. She's very respectful. She's not that kind of person who just talk. But when you go on the people mat, a bereaved person woke up from that seat, stood up, waiting in line to greet you. You keep doing airboating, and at that same event, you shaking other people's hands. Then quote unquote, impacts. But the other people hand you shook, no impact with them, right? Then the part of it, and Mami said it today on the Spoon Talk, that when he said they can't talk.
Print Double, I'll send you the video.
Another thing that
to your
Mami said
WhatsApp
today,
and Messenger.
She was a bit apprehensive when the Bwaka administration was not responding to her when she was sending all of the communication. But when the papel went there, his approach and dominion just took away all the anger out of her. Again, the way you speak to a person, especially somebody who is grieving, can set the tone. The people, I don't blame no people around Georgia. This man is in his 60s now, for God's sake. He's not a baby. When he's gonna learn? You gotta understand the event where you are, the occasion. This is a grieving home where you are. It's not about you now. It is about the person. You saw President Barack went there, gave that envelope quietly, and walked out. And we're gonna talk about that coward thing, what that woman did It is an abomination. You don't beg for cow at a funeral. We don't do those things. We're not desperate. And this one is hurting George Weah because he always used his presence to intimidate people. Oh, nobody can say no to him. Yes, she did. She rubbed it in your face. You're not above anything else. And she's not better driven. And so I want people to respect this woman. First of all, you're running all around, oh, angry ex. This is her first time meeting the man. She never met this man before in her entire life. But you're running around with a story, angry ex. You don't know the girl. Know her from nowhere. She's not desperate. She is sophisticated. She can feed herself. She worked for herself. She earned her own money. See, Liberian people, this girl is innocent. She was not part of what her father did. She was a baby when the whole thing happened. I see people masquerading on Facebook today with those pictures with a 13 person. Do you know how many of our people that got killed for the 133 years? My dad, my biological father, carried personal treatment in a hammock, and he's still alive today. You think I will harbor that in my heart? No, if that's the case, I will not be part of ANC. But I won't carry that. My dad is not educated today because his trousers were 15 cents and his shirt 10 cents. The people you are living with, the American Liberians you are living with, they refused. My dad was doing work for them. They refused to buy one trouser, one shirt. 25 cents. You think I will harbor that in my heart? My dad's still alive today. I don't carry that. I don't carry it. Because I know that was a different time. You know how we're going to fight? Just like Mommy's fighting. Our story will not be buried. Obviously, the legacy of our first indigenous first lady and our mother will never die. We will honor her memory. Not just burying her, but something will be erected in her honor.
Okay.
That will live for a long period of time. That history will not be erased.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Gentlemen, as I said, we're about to close. So,
let me just give a parting statement or print over.
Yeah,
I sent you the video. The lady
video
who came,
it won't upload. I don't know for one reason.
You taking it from WhatsApp?
WhatsApp playing it here. I try to, but
okay. When you go on the side of it, when you click on the video, let it open, let it be playing. Then you go in the upper part of the WhatsApp, you will see the 3 lines. You will see the 3 lines. When you see the 3 lines, you click on it, you will see Save As. Click on the video for let it start playing. Then you go up and look in the 3 lines. You click that 3 lines, 3 dots, 3 dots. It will say Save As. You click Save As, then you save it to your computer, and then you can upload it to your StreamYard.
You what I say? I say, you know what?
Yeah, but I play it tomorrow. Gives him because
no problem. So the reason I sent the video to you is because Felicia Howe came here and said the woman never said that, and she's a total liar.
I mean, everybody saw the thing. Everybody heard the thing.
Yeah. So
we that knew that we are was able to go on and mark, they scare you everything, and it got messed up in the process. We know.
Exactly. So for my parting statement, I'd like to talk to. Listen, if Walker and Joseph Walker and George Weah in a race, I'll vote for George Weah any day. I'll campaign for him any day. Because Joseph Walker, I don't think he's a safe landing for me. And I don't believe that he can do the thing. Because the same thing I used to say during the campaign, that's exactly the thing that happening. The woman will be sleeping. I said the woman will be sleeping to the hall while they put running the government. You go to work 12 o'clock, go home 2 o'clock. And everybody see what happening. So I'm being vindicated about that. So I know he's not going to run in the next round if he decides to, but he's looking like a young man. He's looking younger than he was. So I can see Joseph Boakai going for a second term. Otherwise, Jeremiah Kuhn has an uphill task. Because if he goes against George Weah, He has Nima. He will win most of Nima, but I don't know how he's going to win the rest of the country. It's going to be a tough time. And then I have to make a tough choice between Jeremiah Kun and George Weah. And George Weah will carry, it will be a very tough choice, but George Weah will carry 98%, and Jeremiah Kun will carry 2%. But it will be a very tough choice.
But you know, we talking about your candidate, so.
No.
I'm talking about your candidate, come close out. You're not talking about coming.
No, I come in. But what we are doing now is we are finding a third alternative, a third party.
There you go. That's talking about telling.
An alternative is what we are working on now. And our alternative, there are 3 names in the list. On the list, Councillor Gonglu is number 1 on our list. Komi is number 2 on our list. And a female that I'm not going to name right now because I don't want people to start attacking her. There are a lot of people. We have more than 300 people that are already in a special chat room that we have already made our selection, and we are going to see how we can either Gonglu and a lady, Gonglu and Comics and a lady, or something. We're going to see what happens. But let me just say this to like the Nigerians. George Weah don't own us. He doesn't own us. We the one that provide our power, our votes for him. We the one that lifted his name up. It is because of George Weah that Ellen didn't like us. It is because of George Weah that Joseph Boyka didn't like us. See Joseph Boyka government. How many people there? But see how many other tribes people there. Well, Joseph Boyka would say, I got Lee. He's at a maritime. And who else again? Our only man who was at the CBL, the booting out and paying off, just so Boyka can put a cousin there, a nephew. So you, the Crown people, by telling George Weah, in fact, if we want George Weah to be a better president, with all the mistakes he made from the beginning that we know, for him to be a better president, we need to tell him so that he can change, so he can be a person who can, if he become a president again, so he can do well for the Liberian people, that our vote will be dignified. They say, man, the Crown Post stop behind the guy. But this time around, George Weah is better than what he was before. That's why you tell George Weah what is wrong. Mommy did nothing wrong. Mommy spoke for her mom. She wanted the story to be told that her mom fought and fought and fought, and nobody came to her aid. Charles Taylor, who brought war to Liberia, Charles Taylor treated Nancy Doe better than any of the people who didn't bring war. Charles Taylor gave her, see how mommy spoke, how the woman spoke highly of Charles Taylor. When she was on your show, she was speaking of Charles Taylor. She spoke very highly of Charles Taylor. That Charles Taylor was going to be her enemy. He brought war. He brought a war that killed her for her husband. But he treated her with respect, just as though treated Victoria Toba with respect. George Weah, please.
Okay.
If we want you to just respect Nigerians just as they respect you, and we'll continue to be partners. Otherwise than that, you will have us speaking out on the errors that you make. And thank you very much.
Well, Thomas, though.
Mr. Lover, sorry, my audio went off and I fixed it, but came back.
Yeah.
Like I said, once I want to first of all to say big brother Gibson, thank you very much. Respect you, and I hope we can start these wrestlings. Even big brother respect you. I know that what they have said about you in the community, and I know now you stand for truth. When you believe in somebody, when you do wrong, you say so. I just want to applaud you for that, and thank you very much for that. Now, Brent, my close thing is I want to let you know that I love Mommy. Mommy is my sister. Let it go. The door are two different doors. I told you before. From Zaytown. Charge Do is my first cousin. The general needs are bad. The family give it to me because when you die, I begin to help the family, and that's why I take the name. So I didn't fight war. I was not in army, but it's a family title. We got like 95% in the bubble area. You can ask anybody. We don't need black there. So that's the background. So people understand why they call me General Doe. Hello, Prince. You can hear me?
We hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Giffens. I want to encourage him to continue what he's doing. I think if you have such leader like that in the Grange community, whether you're a party, in our party, but when something happens, you speak straight to the truth. And I want citizens to listen to this, to me tonight. We don't take George Weah over Samuel Doe. We embrace George Weah because Samuel Doe brought him to us that he's our son. If any maltreatment that the family facing, it is a grandchildren that is being harmed. It's our Doe house over there. Nobody can fix it. It's there. We have distanced himself from Crown people from the day he came to power. And even in the meeting when I talked to Mommy personally before I even hear on print about show that we had accused them. They made him to lose elections with Ellen because they say Mommy and a wife. You legally marry. You got to marry. You get wife. How can you marry two wives? Mommy and June supposed to be your sister. And we are paid good with evil. Tonight, I will tell you, Prince, trust me, I got 3,500 people on my orbit in Baton districts as aspirants. And in my group, I'm going home to get married, and then I'm going to have a town hall meeting. We will evaluate CDC's, love for the county. And I can also tell you, Prince, when the thing happens, I call the VP. I call him and say, the first lady that is, General, I know. I say, yeah, he died. You see, I will go there. I didn't know he went there until I saw on Facebook that he went there. That's what you do when you support people. I know the president, But this is the turning point of Grand Gita County. Whether we are loyal to our own or we take other people over our own. And Mr. Gibson said it right. It's not about loving George Weah. It's about loyalty. And I'm first frustrated that May 6th when it can't do bright do wet t-shirt around drink liquor, but we don't do anything to honor our own hero. Go to, as I said before, go to. I won't go to. I still go to Africa. It was late. And this guy, they call General Tabla, now what they call him, I slept in a house. And they he said, let's go. He gave me some words. He gave me beer. It was very hot. And everybody that came there, they were saluting the man as a hero to protect that particular area. How many Crown children that have died? Suffer, April 6th, September 18th. That will ever help. We have to, unlike Lima County, Grand Gita is not supporting their own people. How many people have died to protect us? I am over April 6th. I saw what happened to young children. They just from high school walking. They protect us. We can hold guns. They hold guns. April September 18th. General Drew was so Johnson Road. I went to see him that day. He said, "Don't come here anymore." You can't. He went. He said, "Stay to." I said, "No." Where is the loyalty in the Grand Gita community? Should we have war before we friendly? Or we just take somebody because the man plays football and the man that brought us, the man who brought the man to us, he found that been maltreated. And his daughter that was supposed to cherish. Then young people won't say, me, I said that. Don't vote for me when I can't vote. But all I see that wrote against Mommy, I will not send you money. I got money, maybe 100 people, young children that help in school. I see that post, I copy everything. I'm not going to help anybody. If I can't vote, don't vote for me. I will still eat. But the loyalty, what is it as a Crown people? How do we defend ourselves? How do we come together? What do we believe in? Jim Djibouti then came, they built a statue. They did that well. Grand Yesterday did well. Mr. Gates now are there during the war. They collected money. Help us when we were stranded in the barrack. They help people there defend our life. We didn't fight war. But people, young children, they stood up with bravery and defend us. When we Crown people come together and really one aspect today, this is wrong. We gotta do this. Then you get Felicia there calling Mommy Do liar, calling Jason liar. How can we Lord John, we are on a ground crew when Doe brought the man to us and that Doe family being affected? I wanted to listen to it. That's what I said. Zoe and I keep clear. I don't let Zoe. Everybody know Chris has Zoe. But this issue, I'm not going to go to Zoe. Zoe now keep clear. Joe, we are set over national treasury. It is Zoe will tell you don't get nothing to or benefit. Equal rule don't get your benefit. That's lie. It's not Zoe. We have decided to be wicked. Even if you are going to him, he went to Nancy Do go for eat. He got good car. He never went that way. I promise. I was living in Beyond the Martians from 1980 or 83 to 86. I was Beyond the Martians. My sister was living there. My uncle Sabah was a sergeant. I know all these things. We'll go to the small field, we'll see. After the game, we are playing IE and what they call the other guys, so let's play for something. But in the game, they will put here beyond we are and they will walk. You do now Ryan Scooter. The 4 times what they were going. Mommy was small. Prince, please.
Yeah.
We will call spade a space. If the Grand Jida people tell to be deceptive, for me, I can tell anybody. All the young people that think that we can defend ourselves, we don't love ourselves, we don't love other people, go home, build a house, do your own thing, and let it go to we are. This is time to stand for Grand Jida can even love job we are stand. We can do the needful, it's not still late. Okay? You can do the needful and say, look, my people, it's hard. We know that you are afraid of Prince Johnson to lose election in Nima County. That's why you won that. Prince Johnson is there now. You can't go, my people. I'm sorry. Everything happened as you are done it. This way, that way. But you people are your son. Let's get back on the track. And that's what Jason said. We have the opportunity to go in that place. Waka went there because of our pressure. When Jeremiah Queen went there, because me, I Queen personally, I told you, I said, you got to go there. He said, I will go. The thing was, I didn't know, but I saw on Facebook that he went there in 2000. I just saw it on Spawn Talk. Maybe the same pressure from him that how Baka went there. Baka get envelope, but they usually Baka can't talk. We are got drawing talk nonsense over there, and when they receive money.
Okay, Mr. Tomodo, we're gonna go. Jeru, thank you very much. General Tomodo, thank you very much. We'll be here again tomorrow. By the grace of God, we'll start soon tomorrow.
All right.
Oh,
yeah,
guys. You got my respect.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.
I do have a respect for you too. So we gotta do it for Grand Jida and gotta speak out. It doesn't mean we hate anybody, but the people depend on us out there. We are out there. People think that when something happens out there, we'll be there to say what we're supposed to say. If we can't say that, we disappoint them. And I don't think I can be one of that. But I think
I will go pray. You call me about Gerson. You are a true leader. And I believe in today. And if I attack you, they attack me. I believe you're
I get someone do on my side, Biggie. The question, General Doe.
So you got me now. Don't say everybody says so nonsense about you. You see my post responding.
Okay,
guys. Thank you.
Even tonight they were accusing me that I was supporting Zoe. I said Zoe is now a key player. Please wait 1 minute. Zoe is now a key player because the reason I said it, I said what's about Zoe. But this one I was defending on the fact because John we are set over national treasury. So when I tell you say don't play the one benefit that we agree. Be spend that nothing don't go for you.
How much money you get a woman say? How much money? You get a woman, you take one nice little Jeep. Wow, make it white, don't make it no color, make it white. white Jeep. Then you take 100,000 and give it to man, only 1 year. I want to get my head again.
You see?
That more not come back.
But I want to say, when I call a print now, I had to call me. I said, we are constantly behind the same. You got Sekou Dimaco over there. If you can pay 18 million because you're afraid of political pressure, you can take a little woman. Sekou Keti Mama, the food there. Oh man, just give me time. Don't listen. You can do all that. You have all the opportunity to do it.
The house she living needed to be renovated, needed to be painted.
Yeah.
That's where she living. If you show the picture, I told my beginner to take the whole place picture and send it to me. Huh? Somebody in your office, Archibald Bonner, sitting on the woman property.
Yeah.
Archibald, say, "Mama, you can't do that to the woman. The woman has suffered too much. You're getting the woman property. You're not able from my house. The people over there, you're not able to step in and say, Mama, what are you doing to the woman like this? If the woman property, you're getting the woman, let it poor manage the team, let it put anybody want put there so they can lay. You're not able to do that."
But Mr. Jerry, let me ask you a question, right? Frankly, we want to.
Yeah.
You think Zoha authority to seize these properties because he's senator? To be honest, let's just have the conversation.
No, I mean, to be honest, the same way you think about Zoe issue, the same way I think. People will blame Zoe, but Zoe, if George can listen to Zoe and do the wrong thing, why should I blame Zoe?
Thank you.
If I Gibson, I have taken many decisions where some family members disagree with me, and I say, as a person, even my business in Morovia at the radio station, those low employees, when I'm taking decisions and somebody want to influence my decision, I say, no, I can't. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I think is right. As a leader, you must be able to be independent and see the good nature of issues coming before you. Don't let somebody can influence you and make you low.
Yeah, but again, I question that what I said. You know, the five color project.
So I don't blame Zoe in the whole thing. I don't blame Zoe. But Zoe will be on Thursday on Spoon Talk. He called me.
I'm not a fan of Zoe, but you know,
I don't really think Zoe should appear on Spoon Talk though.
Yeah, they issue.
I told him, I said maybe you don't need to appear, but he said too many things were said. I said, okay, if you have to appear, you got to be on the facts and forget about personal attack.
Yeah, but Mr. Jerry, you know, this is my point with this Zoe issue, right? Because Zoe issue is a national issue. Yes. It should not be that somebody will say, don't give it, then the person don't do it. That the person will blame. So why should I be Joe Weir or anything, so Joseph Barker and go to Zoe? When it knows he's a first lady.
This Zoe issue is George Weir have to take he has to do something about it.
Yeah.
Thank God coming in 2025. Thomas, thank God. He should thank God it came in 2025. But anything I come anytime close to 2028 or 27, it would have been a living story until the election.
Thank you. Yeah, I know.
You're lucky coming in 2025. It might go away before election time come. I know other people
will not go away. I can tell you, Mr. Gibson, you're not going to go away because I'm going home to get married December, and I'll have time meeting from Town to my district number 3. And this issue
if I mind you, I'll not leave forever.
No, but I'm done. I mean, you can't go now, but you're telling you this issue will have time of meeting with our people. Mr. Gibson, trust me, I can tell you, when I'm supporting 100 people, I know you that got all these assets things. There were 1,000 people.
Got a whole network in that place.
Yeah, you can bring 1,000 people. And the same people you help them, they turn around to betray people. You know? So it will be a very good thing in our ascension, but we'll be watching the post. Even one begin I sent to Cottington, he wrote post agreeing mommy. I just test I say your Cottington scholarship is ended today. You call me and I ask my phone. When will you stand up to defend your people? If you want job, we are not job, we have to carry the Cottington. You know how much for Cottington? $375 semester for paying for you. I don't know you.
Okay, all right, guys. Thank you very much. You might be enjoying it today. You just go in the background And you just let it bend like both the whole day.
No,
All
my people right here.
All right, okay, guys. Thank you very much.
Call me on my page. I'll call you. When you call me, I can't respond to you. I want to test you. People right. What you calling me for? And then you say sorry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be here again tomorrow. God bless.